Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports.
Let's introduce Coach Hammer and Anton here again. And we will be talking about, kasi preview yung media lunch eh. So meron nang nangyari mga games. We had our first 3 games already. Our opening game was, sige, isa-isahin natin. EAC Arellano.
Surprising thing for me was EU getting that first win. Ganda ng dinipensa nila and they played their guts out. They were tough from the first to the fourth quarter. And Shane Menina, welcome back.
Shane Menina. Oo nga, ang dami nagsasabi, uy, di ba ano na yan, matagal na sa NC. Eligible pa po si Daryl Shane Menina at pinakita niya sa atin. Lahat ng experience niya sa mga pinaglaruan niya, different stops in his basketball career. 15 points yesterday. More importantly, the green light to shoot. Anton, were you surprised with that result? Arellano beating EAC. That was one of my predictions, by the way, to make it to the
One
Final
of your
Four.
5 teams to make the Final Four.
Well, number one, I'm surprised Shane Menina is still playing, but that's not me saying I don't want him to play. I'm happy that he gets the opportunity to do what he loves. But we've been covering this guy since Olwell Oraime was playing in the NCAA for Mapua, and that was years ago. So, congratulations to Shane Menina for still having the opportunity to play basketball and have the exposure that he's getting right now. But my biggest takeaway from that game, Cade Flores.
Flores.
My goodness.
9
points, 13
boards.
rebounds. He is going to be a problem here in season 98.
At saka wala masyadong, kumbaga sa Arellano, medyo limitado ang kanilang offensive weapon. So you know he's gonna get touches. And we saw it in the preseason tournaments. You know, he's been getting his numbers
And alam mo, Martin,
in the high 20s in
Totoo.
scoring.
Totoo.
Yeah.
And yesterday, coaches would see this and would love this about Cade Flores, headhunter when he sets screens. Lahat ng screen na sinet niya, if you watch the tape yesterday, tumama. Kaya ang daming libreng shots ni Menina, yung mga run-outs ni Tolentino, nakakakuha siya. Because this guy does the little things, does the heart stats. Yung mga tinitignan natin na hindi nasusulat na numero, pero it helps his team play better.
Pwede ko ba sabihin?
Sige.
Kasi nag-media lunch tayong tatlo, di ba?
Tama.
One of the most quotable quotes came from Coach Cholo Martin. Ang sinabi niya, even Stevens. Mukhang ganun nga magiging eksena ngayong season 98.
Hashtag dapat natin tatlo yan eh.
Ilang beses mo binabanggit sa coverage yun ni Kuya Dre eh.
Ikaw din.
Oh,
Ikaw din.
Share ko lang din, after the game, you know, na nakasalubong ko dun sa hallway si Coach Solo. Sabi ko sa'yo, tumuturo siya sa akin. Sabi ko sa'yo, nasa kasalubong natin si Cade. Sabi niya, ito yan, tinuturo niya. Napansin ko kay Cade, kasi laki, parang kasingkahan niya si Coach Hammer, no? He's a big guy.
But he's 290 pounds.
As you said, 109. But marami rin eh. Maraming, a lot of guys, especially the young big guys ng Arellano stepped up. And offensive rebounding ng Arellano, despite giving up a lot of size to that front line ng EAC. Who might be the next best big guy natin, arguably one of the best big guys natin in Allen Bryant Liwag.
Yun nga yung sasabihin ko. You know, Cade might have struggled offensively, of course, still getting his footing here in the NCAA, getting warmed up, getting adjusted. But to face Liwag and Umpad, That's like 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8".
Magoliano
right
pa,
away.
may Luciano pa,
Oo.
off the bench.
Namamasahihin siya all throughout. That was a big test for Cade. At pakiramdam ko, pumasa siya with flying colors.
I think if there's a player who's on the hot seat right now, it's got to be Ralph Robin. He was the leading scorer of EAC last season. Pero isa lang yung na-shoot niya eh.
Yung
Yung
clutch.
three-pointer sa dulo, di ba? Pero that game was almost over when he hit that three. So he's got to bounce back in their next game. Ang problema, I'm looking at the schedule, they're gonna play San Beda. And we know San Beda's gonna be motivated after what happened last night against Mapua.
You covered that game, Anton. You had the ano ba?
Okay.
Front row seat in that game. What did you see? I mean,
Tayo din naka-front row seat eh.
Oo nga.
Kaso on the crowd. On the crowd.
ako nasa katabi ako.
Ako nandun ako sa likod ako ng ring eh.
I can't believe I am saying this.
Yeah.
But as that game was unfolding, I only had one thing in mind. I have to apologize to this guy right next to me because before the
He
season,
posted this last night. by
he
the way.
said
It will be a
that
hard
it
adjustment.
remains to be seen that San Beda would make it to the Final Four, and we all laughed. We all laughed at this guy. Coach Topex Robinson did not agree with you, but you know what? You might have a point. So I don't know where that came from. You are a
it's
San
simple.
Beda guy, and
I am,
you said
I
that
am an
they would not
alumni.
make it
I
to
am
the
an
Final
alumni.
Four.
And I'm very good friends with Coach Shuri, but it remains to be seen because it's a new offense. No. It's a new offense. It's a new
No more
offense.
backpedaling.
And it's a new offense for them. Meron silang mga pyesa, and these guys that he used yesterday, si Jacob Cortez, large minutes to start the season. Justin Sanchez played sparingly last season. Played major minutes. And then JB Baguio, siya ang pinaka-fulcrum ng kanilang opensa. James Quecote, nakita natin kung paano dinepensahan ng Mapua yesterday. They were very physical. Every time he has the ball, automatic double. So, James would be seeing a lot of that. And Coach Shuri needs to scheme a lot of things for these guys. And parang makina yun eh. Kailangan i-tune up mo muna ng i-tune up. And I believe my boys. I believe my boys would be stepping up and get that
Remains to be seen, but you believe in your boys. So what is
they
it?
are my boys. Go San Beda fight.
Okay. I just wanted to make things
Medyo
clear.
galit dun si
Hindi
Di naman.
Alumni tayo eh, of
No,
course.
okay, so to be fair, I think we were discussing this off-cam earlier na San Pedro was executing. You know, I think that's one of the main objectives this year for Coach Yuri, ramp up the three-point shooting. They were executing, they were getting open shots from the outside, but they just weren't falling.
Kunin ko to, Anton,
Yun na.
Ang mga kapuso, ang trabaho ng coaches at ng opensa, makakuha ng libreng tira. Ang trabaho ng mga player, i-shoot yung mga libreng tira na yun. Okay? That's the function of the offense. You need to open up the shots for the players. Making the shots, it's on the players, so they need to work extra hard on that. Kasi nalilibre na sila, nakita natin. May mga point-blank shots pa sila na nagre-rim out. Might be the opening jitters dahil yung adrenaline maaga. Nagsimula ng 2:00 yung laro nila. It was on a 9 p.m. telecast but it was played at 6 p.m. Baka nahatak yung energy nila. We don't know but eventually makikita natin they would be playing up to par.
Pag-usapan natin na mas matagal ang Mapua Cardinals because entering season 98, you know, there were some doubts maybe kasi nung preseason natin, magkahiwalay yung teams ni Coach Randy. May isang team na naglalaro dito sa league na to. May isang team na naglalaro dito. May isa pang team naglaro sa iba pang tournament. So there were doubts sa parang, uy, buo kaya sila as a team?
You
Nandiyan pa ba
doubted?
yung chemistry?
This is the second apology that I have to make. So first was to you, second was to the Mapua community, even though I picked them, even though we picked them as a shoe-in in the Final Four. But we did say, well, I said, I foresee a San Beda Letran finals. But I think right now we have to put more respect on the name of Mapua because of what they showed last night and what we should have knew. We should have known that this team was intact and they would only get better, especially with the
Totoo.
experience
My
that they
gosh.
had here in the finals.
Hinog na hinog eh. Hinog na hinog.
Grabe.
My
Tapos
goodness.
magkakasama. At saka, kahapon ko pa kinukwento to dun sa mga kaibigan ko eh. Panay veterano yung player, matagal magkakasama. Sa college at saka sa high school, juniors and seniors competition, pag mas matanda at saka mas matagal magkakasama yung mga players na kino-coachan ng isang veterano at mahusay na coach, liamado yan. So nakikita natin kahapon, San Beda was out of sync. Pinisikal ng pinisikal. Even off-ball, nakikita natin, they were out of rhythm. And Mapua likes that kind of basketball and they controlled the tempo. They controlled the tempo of that ball game.
Ito yung pinaka biggest question ko para sa Mapua. Ha. Let's say the game goes down to the wire. Who is going to take the last shot? Who do you guys see?
Ako, they have two options. For me, meron kang lock-up, pwede ka rin mag-no-cum. But, yun lang ako, yun lang yung dalawang. Kasi,
Mahirap eh, mahirap.
Paulo
eh, no?
Hernandez.
Paulo Hernandez
Paulo
din.
Hernandez.
Big
Oh,
game player.
hit a lot of big shots last year as well. Kasi
Okay.
yung sinasabi mo, I heard it
Yes.
while you were commentating that they have a lot of players that are capable of taking any defender one-on-one, right? So marami silang ganon. So that won't be a problem for them.
Ang mabigat dito, yung endgame okay eh. Pero ang tanong, madidikitan ba nila yung Mapua? Kasi with the way Mapua is making their shots
Yeah.
and the way that they're defending,
Rocky Garcia.
well-oiled machine. Kahit yung mga second stringers nila na bigs, yung Soriano kahapon, lamog eh. Lamog sa ilalim yung mga buwa kung nagka-crash ng rebounds kasi he was willing to bang with the San Beda big boys. So, nakikita natin na yung mga nagpapahaba ng rotation, it makes them more formidable. So, ang question, didikitan nyo ba yung Mapua kung ganun kapisikal yung laro?
You mentioned Rocky Garcia. Medyo nahirapan si Papa Bear sa pagpili ng best player. He was deciding, would it be Gamboa? Would it be Rocky Garcia? Because si Rocky yung unang naka-double digits para sa Mapua. For me, to answer my own question, I think a guy who has the potential to be a closer, a guy you can give the ball to and just let him create, is Renz Nocom. The guy can flat out ball. He is shifty, he has the handle, he is fast, he is athletic, and he is confident. If you give him the gutsiness of lockup, oh my goodness. I mean, this guy is going to close the show.
Speaking of gutsiness, I saw him make a move yesterday against Kwekute. Just looked Kwekute in the eye and just crossed him over, stepped back, and just nailed the jumper in his face.
Even Toby Agustin.
Hindi masyado ginamit.
Kumuha ng clear out eh, di ba? Against
Dalawang
Yukian,
beses.
against
Dalawang
Yukian
beses.
Andrada, which is one of the highlights of yesterday's opening weekend. Baseline drive, medyo sumausaw pa nagmerienda sa taas. Konti, humanap pa ng pasabit kasi yung side, eh, di ba?
Nangutom na rin ako eh. Medyo nakakapagod yung first game eh.
Speaking of the first game today, Anton, let's go there. Kasi na-establish na natin San Beda, Mapua, EAC, and Arellano. Earlier, we had JRU and Perpetual. And personally, we would like to apologize to the Perpetual fans. Kasi syempre, hindi natin sila pinik dun sa Final Four prediction. But I think you guys gotta watch the show. I think we mentioned,
We all mentioned.
we mentioned that it's gonna be a very unpredictable season. And it was very hard for us to pick just 4 teams to contend because everybody has an equal shot.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I would give 4 apologies today. 1 to Hammer, 1 to Mapua, 1 to Perpetual, and another 1 to Hammer because I thought JRU was gonna go all the way after that first quarter.
Right.
JRU outscored
So
Perpetual 21-12, but then when Ray Joey Bercuma entered the game, nagbago ang ihip ng hangin. Perpetual went back to the triangle, and they just flat out balled. All 15 players in the lineup of Coach Mike Sagigit. Man, this is a team that we overlooked, Marts. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this. We overlooked Perpetual.
But congratulations. Again, we apologize. The Perpetualites who are watching right now. But yeah, we did mention, kasama naman sila dun sa discussion natin, we did mention that, you know, they'll have a strong chance of repeating what they did, even exceeding expectations this year as well. Patikim pa lang po yan ng mga discussions natin all throughout the season here in the NCAA Season 98. Got Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. Thank you so much, Coach. And Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure, Anton Rojas, discussing It is a beautiful Tuesday, and you guys are seeing the scene outside our home, our venue here in the NCAA in San Juan City. We are, by the way, inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. This is NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. We have started the men's basketball competition, and it continues with a brand new week we go to day 3 and game 5 of the competition, and it is going to be between these two teams. The debuting San Sebastian Golden Stags will face the Arellano University Chiefs. And afterwards, our second game today will feature two teams who want to get their first win of the season. The San Beda Red Lions trying to avenge their opening day loss, and they will go up against a team that also suffered the same fate in the EAC Generals. That's going to be second game later on at 3 p.m. Mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok. Live na live ngayon sa GTV, online everywhere as well. GMA News TV International, GMA Pinoy TV, and I mentioned live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, NCAA Philippines, GMA Sports PH. Isang magandang Martes na hapon po sa inyong lahat, mga kapuso na nanonood ngayon live na live sa GTV. This is Martin Javier. Got you covered for our first matchup this afternoon. And today, for the first time this season, I'm working alongside Philippine basketball's defense minister. He's back, Coach Jerry Codeniera. Coach, welcome to the coverage.
Thank you, Martin. Sa lahat ng NCAA fans, we're back and I'm so excited na makikita naman natin yung Arellano and they're going up against San Sebastian.
Hindi ko natatanungin kung kanino ka mas excited makita. Biro lang. Pero syempre po, hindi makukumpleto ang ating broadcast team. Syempre, sasali sa atin dito ang dalawa nating courtside reporters. First reporting for San Sebastian, we got Chloe Carillo. Hi, Chloe. And on the other side of the fence for the Arellano Chiefs, we got Baileys Akot. What's up, Baileys? We'll get to you guys in just a little bit. Abangan natin yung mga kwento mula sa sideline, sa team, sa players na magkabilang panig natin. But let's go first to Coach Jerry here. Magandang matchup to. Magkaiba ang pinanggagalingan. San Sebastian, they want to start off the season strong in their very first game. Arellano, nakauna na. Sila naman, gusto nilang mag-create ng maagang winning streak in Season 98.
Well, napakaganda nito. It's a good start for Arellano. They got their first win. Alam mo, very valuable yung first win as a team, as a players. Plus, siyempre, hindi sila pwede magkumpiyansa. Alam mo, gusto rin kunin ng San Sebastian yung first win nila.
Yeah.
I'm sure Coach Egay, nakita na nila lahat ang strengths and weaknesses ng mga teams nung first game. So, ayun, we'll see what's gonna happen.
For the debuting San Sebastian Stags, bago natin sila pag-usapan dito, tignan muna natin ang ating team standings. Very early in the competition, only day 3, but only 2 teams na hindi pa nakakapaglaro. That's San Sebastian, one of them. Letran yung isa pa, Coach Jerry.
Yes, well, makita mo talaga, may mga naka-bearing na. Blazers, Altas, Perpetual, Mapua, and Arellano Chiefs, they got naka one game na sila. Pero yung mga natalo, no? Yan, Lyceum, natalo na, JRU, EAC Generals, San Beda Red Lions, pero itong San Sebastian and Letran, hindi pa sila naglalaro.
Yeah, that's a situation after the opening weekend we just had. We're fresh from that, actually 1 day fresh from that. And for the San Sebastian Stags, well, they broke their streak of Final Four appearances. I think it was a string of 3 or 4 Final Four appearances bago sila hindi nakapasok last year because they finished the competition 3-6, number 8. At alam mo, si Coach Egay Macaraya and the winning culture that he's built in San Sebastian, alam mo, next season, babawi yan and they will have this particular lineup in the fold for Season 98. Key losses, of course, perennial MVP contender, very notable, JM Calma, our leading scorer last year. Malaking kawalan yan para sa San Sebastian.
Yes, oo, malaki yun. At alam mo, big man, yan ang talagang pillar of strength ng isang team. But nakita naman natin during dun sa off-season build-up ni Coach Egay Macaraya, nakita natin yung Ichi Altamirano. Talagang he provides stability do sa game with Romel Calahat and Kenneth Villapando na who is a mahaba, mabilis tumakbo. He's a two-way player. Plus yung big man, Jesse Sumoda, big body. Talagang he provides yung talagang presence dun para sa team nila. Plus yung rookie nila, Paeng Are.
I want to zoom in on this particular name, Paeng Are or Rafael Are. Younger brother yan ni Michael Are. One game, tinawag siya ni Coach Egay na siya na yung susunod na RK Ilagan. Pero pupunta tayo from one point guard to another from the Stags. Itchy Altamirano, his final year in the NCAA last year. Napakaganda nung kanyang simula. First 3 to 4 games, siya medyo yung silang dalawa naghahalin-hina ni JM Calma pagdating sa scoring. But he sustained an injury, an ankle injury if I'm not mistaken in this one games. Pero bumalik siya agad-agad at tinapos pa rin niya yung kanyang season at ito, yung kanyang naging final stats.
Nako, magaling na tong batan to. 10 points, close to 10 points. And you expect na he will score more.
Yeah.
And he will talagang lead this team to the promised land na sinasabi nila.
Kung last year si JM Calma yung boy clear out nila, baka ito ang maging boy clear out ng San Sebastian this year. Itchy Altamirano, and that is our first team today, the debuting San Sebastian Golden Stags. Mamaya, pagkatapos ng maigsing break natin, pag-uusapan naman natin ang kanilang makakalaban, the Arellano University Chiefs. Huwag kayong alis. Magbabalik po ang NCAA Season 98 only on GTV.
Calvin Abueva kasi idol na idol ko po siya since ano po ako, high school.
We're back to our coverage in the NCAA Season 98, still inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center here in San Juan City. Tapos na natin pag-usapan ng San Sebastian Stags. Let's now go to their opponents, the Arellano University Chiefs, fresh off that opening game win against the EAC Generals. Now, a lot of people, think that EAC is a legitimate Final Four contender. Pero tinalo sila ng Arellano Chiefs in their very first game, Coach Jerry, and it was a convincing win. Key baskets in the end game enabled them to secure that victory.
Yun na nga talaga yun ang excitement talaga ng game Kahit sabihin mo na on paper, napakalakas ng EAC. Kompleto ang build-up nila. Nakita mo yung mga recruits nila. They're coming in, nandun na. But syempre, with the experience of Coach Cholo, Martin, plus yung mga players nila na ni-recruit for the last 2 years during pandemic, ito na rin. They're all ready for this itong NCAA.
Down by 9 at one point in that game, but Arellano was very persistent. Hinahabol talaga nila yung EAC sa laban na yon. At ang nagsisimula ng mga run nila ay ito, si Daryl Shane Menina nagbabalik sa NCAA, and what a debut for him in the NCAA Season 98. 15 points, and 7 of the 15 points of Shane Menina came in dun sa ating fourth quarter. Kaya nanalo doon ang Arellano Chiefs.
Aba, mahusay yan. Deadly ang bata na yan Talagang itong parang kamong the next yung mga another shooting guard yan in the making. Yeah. And I think he has something to prove Medyo naging in a way naging journeyman tong batang to pero he can play. Deadly rin ito.
That's right. He's had a few stops before finding his way back here in the NCAA. Share ko lang, coach pa sa Arellano si Coach Jerry. Si Shane Menina, first, second season sa Mapua.
Yes, medyo rin yan. Talagang another threat. Talagang yan, zone buster yan.
That's right.
Si Shane.
Alright, susunod na po, jump ball ng San Sebastian at Arellano Chiefs. Now, let's turn you over to our Coliseum announcer for the introduction of the players.
Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV Worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International at may live streaming pa sa GMAnetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for the first of today's doubleheader. It's the San Sebastian College Recoletos up against the Arellano University. in Season 98 Men's Basketball Eliminations of your NCAA. Let's first meet the starting five of your San Sebastian Golden Stags. At guard number 3, Tristan Felebrico. At center, number 7, Jesse Samoda. At forward, number 12, Jacob Shanoda. At guard number 22, Alex Desoyo. And the other forward, number 23, Kenneth Villapando. Their head coach is Egay Macaraya. Here now is the starting lineup of your Arellano University Chiefs. At guard number 8, Mark Oliva. At forward, number 17, Daniel Malgari. At center, number 22, Kate Flores. The other forward, number 29, Wilmar Oftada. And the other guard, number 61, Kalen Duramal. Officiating this ballgame, our crew chief, FIBA International Referee, Glenn Cornelio. Umpire 1, National Referee, Dennis Escaros. Umpire 2, National Referee, Wamin Alam. And fourth man, National Referee, Raymond Madera.
Lahat
And our
serving a
season-
one-game suspension after what happened in the very last game in season 97. Hahapiawan din yan mamaya-maya ni Chloe Carrillo at courtside, but they're going with this lineup: Villapando, Sumoda, Shanoda, Felebrico at Alex Desoyo, and a slight change in the starting unit for Coach Cholo Martin because in the previous game he opted to start with Neil Tolentino. Today it's gonna be Wilmar Oftana getting the start for them alongside Oliva, Malyari, Flores, and Graman. All right, action underway. First quarter begins. This is the NCAA season 98 on a Tuesday to open a brand new week of basketball. San Sebastian, Arellano magtatapat ngayong hapon na ito. Atake agad ang nakita natin dyan mula kay Tristan Felebrico.
Maganda yung collapse ng Arellano doon. But kailangan mo hindi ka pwede mag-reach in when you close out. It's a very good start for Arellano. And makita mo talaga yung collapse nila. Collapse on defense. They're playing man zone.
Coach, for San Sebastian, napakalaking piece sa kanilang lineup last year si JM Calma. Sa kanya umiikot yung basketball ng San Sebastian. But knowing San Sebastian and in the previous years, laging may nagsashine pagkatapos umalis ng mga star players sila in the previous season.
Yeah, well, yan ang pagka veterano ni Coach Egay Macaraya. He will find a way para maka-adjust sa laro.
Kate Flores, Jesse Mones, first attempt of the game. It is Alex Desoyo handing the rock here. Getting into the thick of things, lost the ball, so a turnover for the Stags. Full court pressure right away being applied by San. Thinking about it. Stolen away by Kenneth Villapando, is one of the best in that category in the NCAA. And leads to an easy basket in transition for Tristan Felebrico.
Wala man lang sumalubong doon. Mark, dapat yun. You have to really close out. Doon sa top pa lang, from the top.
First basket of the game for either teams. San Sebastian getting a crack at it first. Kate Flores backing down. This is his game. Malyari. Flores short jumper. Good contest coming from Sumoda, and here comes Villapando. Averaged about 7 rebounds per game last year, or last season. You know he's out for a big year. This is one of the guys, Kenneth Villapando, who can, take the reins for San Sebastian and become their go-to guy.
Yes, Villapando rito, I'm sure will score more.
Yeah.
And lalo na sa mga half-court game niya, he has to add firepower sa half-court game niya.
Here's Axel Doromal, also one of the steals leaders last year. Step back jumper is good for Axel.
Isa sa mga nila, key player, si Axel Doromal. Talagang starting good, starting well. And we're expecting a big game na naman dito sa batang to pag nag-start ng ganyang mga laro yan.
Panigurado. isa sa mga magiging key pieces to ni Coach Cholo Martin. Look at Jesse Sumoda here. Posting and toasting, but couldn't make the shot.
Maganda yung approach. It's just the finishing lang. Finishing lang nila. But,
Jesse Sumoda. Oo.
yes. Very versatile pala to si Kate Flores. He can play stretch 4. At the same time, he's playing 5.
Has a good touch from the outside as well, Coach Jerry. Kaya threat din siya sa labas. Flores, the short stab. And he puts it in.
Yeah. Simpleng-simple. Hindi mo kailangan i-power. Pag libre, yun lang. Kalapit lang ng konti. Yun na. Easy 2 points.
And that's always going to be advantageous for him, especially in the NCAA. Yung may tira ka dyan,
Yes.
at hindi ka naaabot ng bantay mo.
And mga nakikita mo, he has a very good fundamentals. Hindi siya magulo. Very composed. At saka talaga makita mo, nagsasalita siya sa game.
Alright, let's hear a report. First from the Arellano side, nandito si Baileys Akot. Baileys?
Coming in for Tristan
Si Kyle
Federico.
Oliva at mga kwento sa akin ni Kyle kung ba't daw sila nanalo that very first game of this season. They won in the clutch for that matter. They won that game because of their determination, their team effort, and most importantly, their fighting spirit. Fighting spirit that was instilled by Coach Cholo Martin na talagang in-instill niya sa kanila seasons and seasons before that carried over this season na naging maganda ang simula ng season 98 for them. Natanong ko rin si Kai kung anong difference ng Chiefs of this year versus last year. This year, they are more intact. They are on the same page. No mini cliques, no groups, no mini groups. They're just playing at the standard of basketball that Coach Cholo Martin wants, and that has been working for them. Martin and Coach Jerry?
Maraming salamat, Baileys. At ipinagpapatuloy nila yan dito sa first quarter pa lang ng ating laban, carrying that momentum of that win against CAC and starting off strong against San Sebastian. Yung kaibahan din, Coach Jerry, this year, last year they had Justin Arana, Jordan Santa Ana, but this year they got closers who can perform in the clutch. You're talking about Menina,
Boromal. Mas maikot ngayon ang bola kasi ang atake nila hindi lagi nag-i-start sa 5. So it will be an advantage para sa kanila sa other teams. Hindi lang si Arana which is Markman.
and they are off to a fantastic start here, 8-2 para sa Chiefs.
Kobe Bryant. Family. Jump shot. Pantay, everyone, lahat po. Rin sa bando. Heights. Top 6.
NCAA dito lang sa GTV. Nakabanim ko nga si Head Coach Egay Macarayat. Ang main lesson na natutunan nila last season ay ang Stags ay stronger together. Inamin man ni Head Coach Egay na ang pagkawala ng kanyang main man na si JM Calma ay nagkaroon ng pros and cons sa team. Cons dahil malaking adjustment daw sa kanilang defensive game. Pero pros naman kasi handang-handa ang kanilang rookies at veterans na mag-step up at maglaro ng sama-sama. Pero ngayong araw, hindi natin makikita ang veteran at energy man na si Romel Calahat dahil sa ejection na nakuha niya sa pinakahuling laro ng season 97. Pero inaasahan ng Stags na with a longer prep time and a balanced lineup, maganda ang magiging bugad at season 98 para sa kanila. Back to the panel.
Chloe, thank you so much. And San Sebastian actually performed very well in some of the leagues that they joined in the preseason. So itong mga batang to, condition to at alam maglaro kasama ang isa't isa. Pero Romel Calahat is gonna be a big loss. That is their expected key guy this year, serving his one-game suspension. Here's Kenneth Villapando accelerating to the hoop.
Yan ang strength ng bata na yan, Villapando. Pagka open court, nako, kailangan lagyan mo na ng tao yan.
Yun talagang pupwede to sa pros, no, Coach Jerry? Tulong dumipensa, matangkad, mahaba din ang wingspan.
Shooting na lang ang kailangan niya improve.
Here's Kenneth again in the open floor, lost it. And that's another turnover here for the Stags. They're second or make that their fourth one in the game. Kenneth Villapando. In the meantime, yung pagbabalik natin kanina, pumuntos na in transition.
Pero 2 beses nang uma-attack o pa-transition, quick attack agad yung San Sebastian. So I think yan, kailangan matchapan ni Coach Cholo Martin yung San Sebastian because ito yung isa sa mga strengths ng Baste. Open court game.
Sa nakikita mo, nakapress talaga sila. Magsimula sa simula, pinipressure nila itong backcourt ng Arellano. And this is Neil Tolentino, key guys for the Chiefs. Last time out, and the jam for Kenneth Villapando.
Mark, yan ang mga preseason build-up ng Baste. Makikita mo na, lumalabas na.
Wala yun last year. Villapando showing us the hops early in this one. Doroman pulls the trigger and knocks down his second jumper of the game.
Wala ka abog-abog. Talagang steady shooter.
Altamirano, he's had limited touches here in the first frame. Papunta sa labas. Here's the kick out to Sumoda. Jesse puts it on the floor. Off the glass finish is off Oliva.
Yan ang mga kailangan. Yan ang mga point blank range na dapat na hindi ka nagmi-miss as a big man. Pero it's there. Tama ang pivot, tama ang atake, nandun ang intensyon, finishing na lang.
I gotta take a look at that again. The takeaway here for Villapando. Perfect timing and then rising for that two-handed slam. Kenneth Villapando. Cookies taking off. Last 4 points in the game. All 6 points of San Sebastian. All in transition. Coach Jerry, lahat fast break points so far ang pinupuntos nila.
Yan, because why? Nagmi-miss yung Arellano eh. Dapat makontrol nila yung ano dyan, yung rebounding para hindi makatakbo itong San Sebastian.
Another miss for Jesse Somoda, pero yung mga tira niya malalapit na sa basket, so you know he can carve space even against one of the strongest guys of the Chiefs in Kate Flores.
Kaya yan minsan ang ano eh, sa mga big man, bakit kung minsan hindi ka binibigyan ng bola, kailangan i-convert mo to earn the trust of the guards.
Malyari.
Para balikan ka ulit. Ha?
Misses from the corner. And here comes San Sebastian once again. This is Raymart Escobedo, one of the new faces on this San Sebastian lineup. Maganda rin ang pinakita nito sa preseason tournament. So Moda still couldn't convert. Looking for the foul that time. None given.
Walang tawag doon kasi siya nag-initiate doon eh.
Tolentino, the spin, kick out. And there was a whistle here. A foul is called against Ichi Altamirano. So si Rino William Bing at si Marco Sari papasok maya-maya para sa San Sebastian. This was the spin move and the foul against San Sebastian of that pass from Nick Tolentino. We got a timeout here. Magbabalik po kami.
Yung father ko. Si God. Your step. Greatest player sa team namin. Lahat kami. Meron ba? Meron ba? Peace lang. Greatest player. Si God. Maging proud sa akin yung parents ko.
Back to the coverage. Our score is 10-6 in favor of the Arellano Chiefs. Early action we're seeing from this guy, Kenneth Villapando, showing us that he is ready. Coach Jerry, ready to be the main guy.
Yes. So, makita mo talaga kanina eh, hot start siya kanina eh. Pinagpahinga ni Coach Egay kasi alam ko gagamitin ni mga pandiin ni closer ni Coach Egay yan, mga third and fourth quarter.
Yeah. Second unit on the floor for San Sebastian. Arellano, isa pa lang ang pinapalitan. Si Wilmar Oftana pa lang. Ang pimalit sa kanya kanina, si Neil Tolentino. 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Tsaka small ball ngayon, si Coach Cholo. Ibang-iba na compared dun sa team last year.
This is Yambing. San Sebastian on the attack. Altamirano saw a little bit of space, took the shot, missed it.
Ang lakas nito. Kate Flores, makita mo talaga na hindi siya tumitake off. Ha? Rebound kagad. Talagang yan siya talagang naatasan para to provide yung mga rebound possession.
His third rebound off the game, had 13 of those in their matchup against CAC. Tolentino. All stolen away here by Escobedo. Osari thinking about it, but they will retreat. It is Altamirano attacking. Altamirano scoops it up and in.
Experience talaga to si Altamirano. Makita mo, hindi siya na-threaten doon sa dalawang umulap sa kanya. Very creative eh. He can find a way. Kahit pa paano gimmick na, nakaka-convert.
And San Sebastian is back in it. 8-10, Axel Doromal continues his hot shooting in the first quarter.
2 for 2. Di pa nagnibis. 3 for 3 na ba siya?
3 out of 4 in total, but that's his third jumper of the game for 6 points. Flores gets it. Another rebound across his name. Oliva to Axel. Ball tap. Good tap coming from San Sebastian, and they take the ball away again. Altamirano. Escobedo from straight away. Off to the left. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Talaan natin, 12-8.
Mark, tsaka mas deliberate ang takbo ng tempo ng tinatakbo ng Arellano ngayon compared to last year. Pero makita mo, rat-ratan talaga, parang nakaturbo lahat. Pero ngayon makita mo, they're calling plays, they're going for a high percentage basket.
This was the penetration earlier coming from Ichi Altamirano. Saw the slight opening, attacked it right away, but Axel Doromal, that jumper has been good today. 12-8, San Sebastian trying to, or hoping that they've already shook off the first game jitters. Eto, hindi na kailangan ng warm-up. Ichi Altamirano going to the basket again.
Talaga they have to find ways para ma-contain nila yung 2-man game sa ibabaw. Pick and roll.
Altamirano with his second basket of the game. Menina pinasok na para sa Arellano. Next shot time here. Lars Sunga misses from the corner, and that's how we will end the first 10 minutes of play here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. It is the Arellano Chiefs maintaining a 2-point advantage, 12-10 against the San Sebastian Stags. That's our score. When we return, we're proceeding to the second chapter of this game. Okay nga, Les, magbabalik ang NCAA Season 98 live on GTV.
Sisimula na ng letra ng kanilang campaign para sa 3-peat. Ang unang haharang sa kanila, ang JRU Heavy Bombers. At sa second game naman, maghaharap ang LPU Pirates. At Season 97 finalists Mapua Cardinals. Handa na ba kayo sa walang humpay na aksyon? This is your NCAA Season 98 on GTV. CC.
Kobe Bryant. To continue improving every day. Pass. Coach. Ourselves.
Dito sa NCAA Season 98, second quarter about to begin. Laban po ng Arellano Chiefs at San Sebastian Stags. Again, Arellano, nakaisang game na to at nanalo sila against CAC. For San Sebastian, this is their first game of the season. So, initially syempre may advantage dyan ng Arellano because, you know, they've already warmed up with that first game win at malaking confidence booster rin yun sa kanila to beat the host school of Season 98 in EAC. For San Sebastian, they're only down by 2 here. So, you know, despite the expected struggles, Coach Jerry, syempre dun sa first game mo, mga kapaka pa sa una.
Yes,
Pero
oh.
they've weathered the storm and now they're back in it.
Yan, ganyan talaga. Parang ano yun, they're still feeling their way. Yung sa sitwasyon, talaga is parang getting to know each other itong sitwasyon nila eh.
Yeah.
And makikita mo, nakakagulat. Gumamit na si Coach Cholo ng mga bata, ng mga galing sa junior, si Lars Sunga.
Oo.
Oo,
Yeah.
mga bata. Tsaka si Talampas, which is very certain sila ginagamit last year.
Ito yung sinasabi mo, Coach. Lars Sunga.
Nagka-diferensya yan, ACL yung bata na yan 2 years ago, and I'm glad he's back.
Nakabalik na nga itong si Lars Sunga sa lineup ng Arellano. And again, for Arellano, they got 10-11 new players this year. Marco Sari showing us the touch from deep.
Ang layo nun, pura bigay, nakakagulat. Yan ang mga bunot ni Coach Egay eh. Meron mga big man na nakakasit sa labas eh.
Nakita natin yan last season from JM Calma. And here's a fadeaway jumper from Kate Flores.
Well, what a move ah. Nakita mo, may parang stare down pa ata dun eh.
Yeah. Flores now with 4 points in the game alongside 5 rebounds. This is another jumper, this time from Suico Mintes. 2-on-1 break. And the acceleration to the hoop from J. Talampas.
Uy, ngayon lang naka-pass break ng ganyan ha. Open ha. Si Talampas ha.
And one of the veterans, few holdovers ng Arellano this season. Yan si J. Talampas. Rafi Are or Paeng Are. The rookie, younger brother of Michael Are, is in the game here in the second quarter. Ang sabi sa akin ni Coach Egay, sabi niya rin sa mga media friends natin, that's gonna be his next RK Ilagan. So we'll see.
Malakas ang loob. Nakita mo, kahit ganyang may disadvantage siya sa akin, pero makita mo, laki. Delay up niya. Nakita niya yung wide open lane. Go!
And to get compared with one of the best shooters we've seen here in the NCAA, scorers pa. One of the best scorers natin na si RK. At rookie year pa lang ni RK Ilagan, nakita na natin sa kanya.
Oo, makita mo talaga yung mga very precious sa mga shooting guards nowadays. Nakita mo, lalo na pag nag-3 guard attack ka, talagang kailangan yun. It's a requirement na ang gwardiya mo hindi lang pumapasa. Kailangan, deadly din talaga sa labas.
But he is in for a tough afternoon because guarding him is a veteran in Shane Menina. So masusubukan agad. Itong si Paeng Are, substitution here for San Sebastian. Itchy Altamirano is back in alongside James Una, Kenneth Villapando, Amar Rosari, at Paeng Are. Naubusan ng oras dito ang San Sebastian. Ball going back to the side of the Chiefs.
Yan. Kailangan yan. Kailangan as a players, college players, you should know the time and score. Time and score. Para hindi ka napuputokan ng buzzer.
Talampas has it. Sunga. Doroman is double teamed. Oh! Pass is broken up.
Medyo masama yung bounce pass niya na yun. Mga pan 6-7 yung pasan man. Malakas yung pasa.
So 18-13. Little over 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Paeng Are attacks. Bothered heavily at the rim. Altamirano back to Are. He's got the trees on him. Altamirano scores on the short stop.
Altamirano, makita mo talaga siya kay gipitan. No? Nakokontrol niya yung tira.
That's the third basket of Itchy here. Villapando has it. Villapando, the coast to coast, counted. Plus the foul for Kenneth Villapando.
Grabe itong bata na to. Grabe yung transformation. Dati takbo-takbo lang siya. Ngayon, pwede na siya magdala ng bola. Nakita mo, tatlo. Ang inikutan. Tignan mo. Oh, isa, dalawa, tatlo. Finishing, buti hindi dinang.
Oo nga eh.
Oo.
Kala ko, take 2 tayo dito kay Kenneth Villapando. But that was a good finish on their side. Even taking the contact, getting fouled in the process. And now he heads to the free throw line.
Mark,
shoot a bonus.
Oh, Mark for a 6'2.5" guy.
Yeah.
Laking bata to. Nakaka-dribble.
And he gets it back. Villapando gets them another shot at the basket.
Hassel, Martin.
Yeah.
Grabe yung hassel.
Bounce pass inside. Una having trouble in handling the rock. Una shoots it. Too strong. Posari almost getting it, but it is secured by Larsunga. Shane Menina now has been silent in this game. Upon his entry earlier, hindi pa masyado nakakakuha ng touches. Lampas. Short. Abastillas. Una ending up with the ball. Paeng Are now. Taking it to the defense of Daryl Shane Menina, and Menina is called for the foul. Now this is our opportunity to go to the side of the Arellano Chiefs with Bailey's Akot. Bailey's.
Martin and Coach Jerry, napag-usapan nyo kanina si Shane Menina of the Arellano University Chiefs. Just a short story about Shane. This is actually his 4th college and his whole student-athlete life, his journey of his. Nahirapan din siya jumping from systems to systems, different coaches, trying to find the best groove for him. But to him, dahil dito, because of all his challenges, also because of the pandemic, naging blessing in disguise sa kanya because he found a home here in the NCAA, back here in the NCAA for the Arellano University Chiefs. To him, he just wants to be the best player he can be, contribute to the system that is needed for Coach Cholo Martin, and bring back Arellano to the playoffs. Back to you, Martin and Coach Jerry.
Maraming salamat, Bailey. Well, we know how he operates. Actually, younger years pa natin siya nakita when he was playing with Mapua. And as we mentioned him, took the shot but missed it.
Makikita mo yung ano niya yung medyo matagal din naglaro Medyo rusty pa, medyo kinalawang konti. Pero ang shooter, huwag mong bibigyan ng window yan. Pag tumama yan, mahina, tatlo sunod, kabit-kabit yan pag tumama.
You're right. You know, it took him a while. In their game against CS, it took him a while to get his rhythm. He was 5 out of 19 from the field. But in the 4th quarter, 7 points sa 4th quarter itong si Daryl Shane Menina, including a coast-to-coast finish to increase their lead. Scramble for the rock. It's Altamirano and Are trying to get it from Daryl Shane Menina. You got a timeout here. Abante na ang San Sebastian Stags, 19-18.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
Sa GTV, bago pa nga magsimula ang tapatan na to, alam na ng Stags na ang main challenge ngayong araw ay ang running game ng kalaban. Kaya nga ang gusto nilang malagpasan ngayong araw ay better execution pagdating sa offense at huwag magmamadali. Nasabi nyo nga Martin at Coach Jerry na ang rookie na sa Paeng Are ay makukumpara kay RK Ilagan at naibahagi niya nga sa akin na naging mentor niya at idolo si RK. Kaya malaking parangal para sa kanya na magkumpara sa kanyang mentor. Kaya Martin and Coach Jerry, tingnan natin kung masisilayan natin ang galawan ng RK Ilagan dito sa rookie na ito. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. He is on the floor right now. And I believe RK Ilagan and Alin Dulanadi, former stars of the NCAA, are here inside the venue. Kaya pala nag-tres na yung James Una.
Nakita niya si Bulanadi. Ito. Ayan, 3 points kagad.
James Una showing us his range. So a lot of big men, actually from both sides, na walang medyo hindi gumagana yung shooting nila last year. Yan ang pinapakita nila dito in just their first game of the season. The open look. Dati, hindi niya ititira yan. Ngayon, maaasahan na.
Mark, alam mo naman si Coach Egay, deadly yan. Nakakasama ko yan dati sa amateur. Talagang magaling pumili yan sa mga shooter.
But how about that move from Kenneth Villapando? Just couldn't make the shot. Meron ng ganun, no? He's got that confidence already.
Kumpiyansa na.
Yeah, take his defender off the dribble and manufacture his own shots. Arellano scoreless in the last 3.5 minutes of this one. It has been a 9-0 run for the San Sebastian Stags. And the dry spell ends with Axel Doromal.
Grabe Doromal. Ano lang, tiyempo-tiyempo lang ang tira niya. Bihira ang 4 shots niya ngayon.
And on the other side, Shanoda is called for the offensive foul via the illegal screen. So goes back to the side of the Chiefs. Axel Doromal still hot in this game. He's got 8 points already. Artoliva now, their captain.
Now he's playing a 2-guard. Now siguro mas painis ko rin ni Coach Cholo ito. Nilagay niya si Oliva, no? That's Oliva.
Malyari dumps it in to Abastillas, who misses from point blank. And here comes Payangare. Are has been struggling so far. Villapando thinking about it. Instead, he will retreat. Villapando gets into the thick of things. There was a foul. Whistled on the floor. This is going to be against Wilmar Oftana.
Maganda na yung depensa eh. Kaso lang nag-reach in lang siya eh. Nandun na eh. He's there right in front of you. Basta if he makes it, he makes it. Basta taas mo na lang ang kamay.
And again, Villapando is on attack mode today. Every time he gets the basketball, he's looking to attack. De Soya replacing Are in that short gap that we just had. Altamirano from the corner. A little bit too much juice on that shot. Ito si Una putting this one on the deck against a taller Abastillas. But again, for the second time in the first half, mauubusan ang oras ang San Sebastian.
Mauubusan, no? Masyadong maraming pivot. Alam mo, pinakamarami, mga 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles, marami na yan.
Ayan o, magkatabi.
Oo, idol.
Ayan yung 1-2 dati ng San Sebastian. Alin Bulanadi in the black shirt and RK Ilagan in the white shirt. Mga namimiss natin sa NCAA.
Mga promising players ngayon yung mga yan. Oo.
Yan pareho, pumuntos yan. I believe RK's career high was in the high 30s. Si Bulanadi, 43 to 45 points. Ay, 44 points pala. In one game yan si Alin Bulanadi. So we definitely missed their scoring.
Sakit sa ulo din yan. Pagkalaban mo yung dalawa na yan.
Hirap, maghahalin-hinan lang. And now they're doing very well in the professional ranks as well. 22-20. 3:34 to go sa ating first half. The Arellano Chiefs have struggled so far here in the second quarter. Kay Oliva now. Roman surveys the floor. Oliva using that Malyari screen. Oliva got in, but couldn't make the shot.
Pero credit to the defense of San Sebastian. Talagang yung interior defense nila, pinatibay nila ngayon.
Shanoda with a quick spin off the inside position. And Kenneth Villapando, another and one opportunity for Kenneth Villapando.
Iba talaga yung athletic eh. Na-foul mo na because of that hang time na i-convert pa niya.
Ito, ganda ng pihit ni Shanoda. Got it back. And then interior passing for San Sebastian, ending with that basket from Villapando.
Itong bata na ito, if he continues to play like that, hindi malayong mag-MVP ito ha. Maging consistent lang ito.
That's right. Kasi ang hinahanap natin this year sa San Sebastian ay ang kanilang malinaw na go-to guy. So far, Kenneth Villapando has been showing that, he is capable of taking that role.
Yes, makita mo siyempre markman na to sila E.G. Altamirano eh. Yung mga ibang players. Pero siya, because he's long, tall, dami niya pwedeng gawin.
Joshua Abastillas with a short jumper. And 25-22, go to a quick break. Kaya nga, Ales, kabalik ang NCAA sa GTV.
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs, Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam. Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs, Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still
We're back to the action. 2:50 remaining in the first half. Abante ng 3 puntos ang San Sebastian. And this is Crystal Paras, Kapuso actress and singer, will be serenading us later at the halftime break. Pangan niyo po, mamaya yung performance ni Crystal Paras. But we are still here in the second quarter of this matchup of the San Sebastian Stags and the Arellano Chiefs. The Stags have fully recovered in this one after trailing for the most part in the first quarter. They've now bounced back and have taken the lead, and they want to increase that in the next sequence. Ball in the hands of their veteran point guard Alex De Soyo. Ito si Raymart Escobedo, stops on a dime, sends it out to their leading scorer. Villapando has 9 points in the first half. Villapando off the window, no go. And this is another offensive rebound. Munti ka na.
Yudasen.
Oo.
Maganda nga siya dyan.
Munti ka ng pang-anim na offensive rebound para sa San Sebastian because as a team, they have 5 so far. Sa kabila naman, wala pang offensive rebound ng Arellano.
Wala pa. You have to crush the balls. Amaslinas nila, makipagpalitan siya ng mukha dyan sa loob.
And ball is taken away again. Escobedo stops, pops, and kisses that one off the glass.
Saka Mark, hindi bumababa yung 3 player ng Arellano. How can you stop that fast break kung hindi bababa ng ano?
And how about the steals of San Sebastian? 6 takeaways already in the first half. And as a team, the Chiefs already have 10 turnovers. I'll check their total from the previous game. As a team, the entire game against CAC, 10 lang din ang turnover nitong Arellano ito. First half pa lang nakakasampu na sila against San Sebastian.
Malaking setback yun, Mark. Ganyan kalaki yung turnovers ng isang team.
Dami kang tsansa na binibigay sa kabila. Cade Flores! And one opportunity for Cade. He's got another one coming up at the free throw line. And this was the fast break opportunity here. A mature move in transition from Raymart Escobedo. And Cade Flores on the other side of the court. The spin, the shot, the basket, and the foul. So Larsunga on your screens. Cade Flores will try to trim into this lead.
Medyo nag-a-adjust pa rin si Cade Flores. Alam mo naman yung Pinoy style of basketball. Hawak, tulakan, medyo na-adjust pa siya.
And actually, after shooting the free throw, he felt some contact from, was it Raymart Escobedo? Medyo hinila daw siya sa kamay. Siyempre, hindi napansin ng referee. He was trying to make his case.
Oo, alam mo naman.
27 to 25. Flores, of course, is from Sydney, Australia, but he's been here for the Philippines for a while now, or in the Philippines for a while. He's been with FEU's Team B. Bago siya nagpunta dito sa Arellano. And a chance for him to showcase his skills, show off his wares on the basketball court. 27 to 25, the Chiefs have a chance to tie it here before we end the first half.
Magkakatalo talaga to sa execution and malaking bagay if we can cut down on the turnovers.
Abastillas hands it off to Larsunga. Ball in the hands of their captain, Ike Oliva, who forces one up. He needed to because the shot clock was winding down. Pero sinuwerte doon ng Arellano. Last touch against San Sebastian. The Chiefs have 14 seconds to work with, a fresh shot clock.
Medyo nagkakaroon ng hesitation sila sa atake, makikita mo. masyadong hindi pa nila makita kung sino yung dapat puntahan, sino yung advantage. As a guard, dapat ma-identify mo yan kung sinong talagang dapat pupuntahan dyan.
And one of the guys that they can go to is Axel Doromal, who has scored a team-high 8 points in the first half so far. Doromal, a couple of steps in. That was a difficult takeoff for Doromal.
Galing nun.
Found a way to score.
Hesitate, tapos isang blitz, isang quick attack.
Final shot time here for San Sebastian. 4 seconds left. Agaw ng Arellano. Oliva takes it. The heave, unable to score. And the Arellano Chiefs will end the first half with a 5-0 run to tie the game up. 27 all. Only our second deadlock of the game. 27 all.
Grabe.
As close as it can get, Coach Jerry.
Talaga makita mo, up down ng ang lamang. Hindi mo pa ma-predict kung sino talaga ang mas dominant dito sa team.
Coming up, Crystal Paras, halftime performance, and some numbers for you guys from both of these teams. Mamaya-maya po yan sa pagbabalik natin sa inyong NCAA Season 98.
Paano ko malalaman na great na ako sa buhay is syempre kung paano ka makapag-influence ng ibang tao. Pag ikaw na yung ina-idolize nila, ikaw na yung parang nilulook up nila, doon mo masasabi na malaking bagay na pala yung nagagawa mo. Hindi lang sa sarili mo, sa society.
Siguro masabi ko na great na ako pag accomplish ko na yung goals ko sa buhay, yung mga dreams ko para sa akin and sa family ko. And nakapag-iwan ako ng legacy sa basketball career. And natulungan ko yung pamilya ko at mga kamag-anak ko na umangat sa buhay.
Masasabi ko na great ako pag na-help ko ng maraming tao na ma-achieve yung best selves nila.
Masasabi ko pag great ka na pag nakapagtapos ka ng pag-aaral kasi mga student athlete po kami. Magkapatapos ng pag-aaral, tsaka pag nakapasok ng PBA, bonus na po yun. Tsaka pag sa future may magandang trabaho ka, na mapakain ka sa pamilya mo. Yun yung tawag ko na great ka na.
I believe na nandun ka na sa point ng great when people recognize you and respect you as a person, respect you as a player, and maybe also when younger people come up to you and ask you questions about the game and nagtatanong po sila sa inyo kung paano sila mag-improve, kung ano po dapat nilang gawin sa game, and kung paano po nyo narating kung asan ka.
Masasabi ko na great na ako when I can say na I don't have parang wala na akong regrets, wala na akong kailangan na mapatunayan. And I know na improvement never stops, pero that hunger for improvement, pag feel ko na wala na yan, feel ko I can say na siguro I'm great na siguro.
Masasabi ko na great na ako is madali na ako ma-recognize in every place I go. And siguro yung influence ko sa ibang tao, malaki.
Siguro pag na-inspire ko na yung mga tao sa mga bagay na nagagawa ko at pag nakakatulong na ako sa kanila.
Actually, parang di pa great pero papunta na doon. So, masabi ko lang na great ako kasi sa family ko. Ako lang yung nakapaglaro sa NCAA. So, ayun. Pero hindi pa yun yung main goal ko.
Actually, hindi pa ako great, pero yung things na siguro na gagawin ko para maging great ako is yung to be champion inside and outside the court.
I could say someone's great based on their mentality and how they just approach their day, how they approach everything, all the challenges that they face. You know, that says a lot. You know, being consistent, you know, not just being complacent. You know, that's what makes you great.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Our COVID-19 vaccine.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala o hindi humihingi.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Oh. So,
Gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Stand with us, stand for truth. Looking.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes po!
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye-bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations!
Inyo pong napapanood ang NCAA Season 98, the cheering squad from San Sebastian College Recoletas after the performance earlier ni Crystal Paras. We go back to this one at the halftime break. We are back to square one, 27-all sa laban ng San Sebastian Stags at Arellano University Chiefs. Martin Javier alongside Philippine basketball's defense minister, Coach Jerry Codinera here in the broadcast. Ito yung mga numero natin in that first half, Coach Jerry.
Well, meron mga bagay na katulad nito, napaka-glaring nitong field goals ng Arellano, masyado. 45% sila compared to San Sebastian na 38% because mostly shots nila nasa labas ng gagaling. Yung starter points nila, very impressive yung Arellano kanina. Good start, 21 points compared to sa 15 points ng San Sebastian. Pero yung bench scoring ng San Sebastian, mas agresibo sila, mas lamang sila 12 points compared to 6 points sa Arellano Chiefs. And yung sa steals, lamang naman ng San Sebastian because of their versatility, flexibility. Ayan, lamang sila ng 5 steals compared sa Arellano ng isa. And also, ganun din, mas malalim ang bench ng San Sebastian. 15 points compared sa Arellano, 4 points. Siguro kulang lang, siguro sa aggressiveness. Itong Arellano sa bench scoring.
And you expect with 45% shooting from the field, you expect Arellano to be in the lead but they're not. And San Sebastian only 38% simply because they have more opportunities at the basket. They're getting more offensive rebounds and they're forcing more turnovers on the Arellano Chiefs. Ito po, ang leading scorers natin so far, it is Axel Doromal in double figures already for the Chiefs. Sa kabila naman, ang nagpapakilala, matagal na sa NCAA, but nagpapakilalang go-to player ng San Sebastian, si Kenneth Villapando. That's gonna be the role he's taking this season. At kasunod niya si Itchy Altamirano, another guy who can score for them, Coach Jerry.
6 points, oo. Pero may katapat siya, Kate Flores. And makita mo naman talaga na I wanna see this guy, Doromal, na umiscore pa eh. Parang kulang eh.
Axel Doromal, 10 points in the game. Good second outing for him. Last time out, he had 13 in total. Was a little bit struggling from the field, but today he looks more comfortable out there, especially with his jumper. Alright, pagbalik po natin, second half action. Dito lang sa NCAA Season 98 on GTV.
Calvin Abueva kasi idol na idol ko po siya since ano po ako, high school. Ano po siya maglaro talaga. Palaban. Para sa akin, ginagawa ko motivation yung pamilya ko po. Spin move po. Si Ichi Altamirano po. James Quiquitay po. And then sa 4 din si Gamboa. Unang-una po si God po talaga. Masaya po ako kasi na-achieve ko po yung nakapunta po ako dito sa San Sebastian po. Dati ko pa talaga tong pangarap po na school.
We're back. D3, and in total, Game 5 of the NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball Tournament. First square-off here in Season 98 for San Sebastian and Arellano. Shane Menina, 15 points in their first outing against EAC. Hasn't scored in this one. Only took one shot earlier. So, talagang markado. Itong si Shane Menina, maganda yung nagiging adjustment sa kanya ng San Sebastian. On the other side, for San Sebastian, they're slowly finding the guys who can score for them and provide them consistent baskets in the game. Second half is underway. The Chiefs versus the Stags in our first offering this afternoon. Ball in the hands of Kate Flores, who scored 7 points in the first 2 quarters. Doromal. Good bother coming from the big guy, Jesse Sumoda, but it stays on their side. Coach Jerry, ang dapat gawin muna ng Arellano Chiefs to be able to create a winning streak and get their second win.
Well, una, kailangan mapasensya ka. Ang gandang dinidepensa nitong team ni Coach Egay. Makaraya, makita mo, on the ball screen, hard show sila, ang bilis nila recover. So, kailangan mahaba ang pasensya mo rito. Huwag kang matatakawan sa atake.
That was a good, clean contest off the inbound dun sa tira ni Axel Doromal. Coach Egay on your screens. And on the other side for San Sebastian, paano sila mananalo dito against Arellano, Coach?
Well, tempo lang. Anyway, they have the advantage in height. You go to your best player, maximize your strength, and yung mga weaknesses mo, you have to cover it. Cover.
Amar Gosari drilling his second triple of the game. The big guy showing us some range again. Altamirano gets it back, and it's a freebie on their side.
Yan yung mga bagay na talagang nakakainis pag yung mga simple mistakes kung titignan mo.
And that's something they want to address, talking about the Arellano Chiefs, because they had 10 turnovers in the first half alone. Again, I reiterate this, the entire game against EAC, ang total nila sa turnovers, 10 rin. So make that 11. They've already surpassed that mark here with a turnover they had earlier. And San Sebastian converting on 5 quick points to begin the third quarter.
Okay lang yung minsan maraming turnovers because of aggressiveness, pero siyempre kailangan baka naman wag lang yung pagka-bad habits na. You know, yung mga obstruction, yung mga extend ka na ng kamay.
Doon natawagan ng foul itong si Itchy Altamirano matapos tumanggap ng bola ni Axel Doromal. 11 seconds to work with for the Chiefs.
Saka Martin, nakita mo napakasikip ng court ngayon. Ang lalaki ng players, talagang 3 big. They're employing a 3 big. Ang wing nila napakalaki with Villapano sa 3 position.
Kasi kung may Rosari ka at Sumoda with about 6'5", 6'6", and then you complement that 2 big lineup with Kenneth Villapando who is 6'2", pero mahaba ang wingspan. And a shot clock violation on the Arellano Chiefs.
Napilitan gamitin ni Coach Cholo Martin si Lars Sunga sa 3 position para maka-match up siya kay
Villapando. Siya ngayon tumatao dito kay Kenneth. Turnover number 12 for Arellano. Sumoda from the corner and Sumoda knocks it down.
Talaga mukhang nag-coaching, nag-shooting clinic ata si Coach Egay dito sa mga big man niya.
Kung ibang big man, sila Cosari, sila Una, ngayon lang natin nakikita yung shooting. Yung Sumoda, matagal nang may shooting yan. This is the biggest lead of the game for the San Sebastian Stags, 35-27. Doromal for 3. And Doromal puts out the fire once again.
That's a top shot. Nakita mo close out sa harap na sa mukha niya. Makita mo, mainit ito si Doromal.
Doromal has 13 points in the game. Shooting a blistering 6 out of 8 from the field and another 3-point make for Arellano. Soyo. Ngatangan ng bola. Dumps it in. Hindi nasalayan ni Cosari. Here's Kate Flores. Running the break. Kate Flores though misses. But the rebound, the stick back coming from Joshua Abastillas. Counted plus the foul. A bonus coming up. Punta muna tayo sa Arellano's side with Bailey Sakot. Bailey's.
Martin and Coach Jerry coming off that first half dugout. The Arellano University Chiefs head coach, Coach Sholo Martin, reminded the boys that they're already doing well. They're being aggressive, keeping that system intact, but they have to play better if they want to win this game. They have to expect the physicality. The Stags are a much taller team than them. They have to help out each other on the defensive end. The job is not finished until they have the basketball. On the other end, they need not to rush. They should take their time, and he emphasized that they are controlling the game. They're controlling the pace. They have to keep it that way. Before the third quarter started, the team gathered on the corner, talked about the game plan once again. Their last reminders to one another that this game is a must-win. Every game is a must-win. 2-0, 2-0. Martin and Coach Jerry.
Thank you so much, Bailey's. San Sebastian started the quarter on an 8-0 run, and then Arellano countered with 5 quick points. Pero ito yung pambawi dito ng San Sebastian. Itchy Altamirano on the break again. Getting fouled hard, got hit in the face, but was able to make the basket. And he was trying to shake off that hit, Coach Jerry.
Tinamaan nata ng siko sa mukha. Pero siyempre, dapat yan talaga, teachings dapat yan. Sa board ng abang. Oo, kasi matangkad siya eh. Si
Bastillas kasi.
So, dapat sa board niya inabangan.
Pinakamatangkad na player yan this year ng Arellano at 6'5". Yeah.
Sa mukha pala. And 1.
So sisilipin natin, the officials are discussing kung ma-upgrade ba ito.
He was saying tinamaan siya ng elbow sa mukha. Parang gano'n ang sinalubong.
And based from the replay,
yan yung ginawa ni Isaiah Thomas. He's going for a drive. Sinalubong yung siko ni Karl Malone.
Wow. Throwback tayo ngayon, Coach Jerry.
Oo, naalala ko lang sa mga
late 80s? Ayan.
Late 80s. Nakita ko galit na galit si Isaiah sabi ko.
Ako, mas nagulat ako na, kasi usually, yung Detroit ang nanggaganon sa mga kalaban nila, di ba? Nung late 80s, kasi yung Bad Boys.
Pero buti hindi siya nagkaroon ng cut,
Oo nga.
Oo, normally, pag ganun sinalubong mo yung siko, mahina ang cut dyan.
It has been upgraded.
Yeah, good call. That's a good call.
So, nihintayin natin ang confirmation dito sa ating Coliseum announcer.
Last ball possession for the Golden Stags.
All right, so, yep, foul has been upgraded. So, free throw plus possession for San Sebastian. Usually, it's 2 free throws, but because it's a continuation, isa lang para kay Ichi, pero sa kanila pa rin ang bola.
Correct. But basket is counted.
Yeah.
Okay.
14 seconds on the shot
Chance
clock.
sana para sa 4 points.
Tawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul si Joshua Abastillas. You guys were just tuned in. That was a flagrant one. 37-32. Altamirano trying to force the issue. Lost the ball. Doromal stopping, popping, and dropping in the jumper.
Grabe naman ang kamay nito, ni Doromal.
How about Axel Doromal, Coach Jerry? 15 puntos na para sa kanyang kupunan. Mabilis na bawi sa kabila. At unang punto sa NCAA ni Paeng Are.
Ayan na si Are.
And now let's go to San Sebastian side with Chloe Carillo. Chloe?
Dapat may composure despite the intensity ng game at ibalik nyo ang killer instinct sa depensa at huwag mataranta sa opensa. Yan ang naging paalala ni Coach Egay para sa second half at kita rin ang vocal leadership ng kanilang veterans sa si Ichi Altamirano at ang Marco Sayo na nagpaalala na mag-communicate on the floor at gumawa ng offensive decisions nang walang hesitation. Tingnan natin kung madadala ng experience ng kanilang leaders sa Stags ang hinahanap nilang composure para dito sa second half. Balik sa inyo.
Chloe, maraming salamat. Well, San Sebastian has been doing better here in the second half. They got a 5-point lead. At yun yung assertiveness na hinahanap ni Coach Egay sa opensa. Di lang naipasok ni Kenneth Villapando. Here's Abastillas getting the rock stolen away by Paeng Are. Are is on the move. Sends it to the corner. Somoda is open from the left wing. No go. And rebounded by Kai Oliva.
Good shot. Yan ang pagka tinamaan mo talaga sa labas, tendency ng depensa, mag-stretch out na talaga
Kasi threat ka na
Yes, alam mo kahit sabihin mong non-shooter, pagka tinamaan ka na ng isa, dalawang basket, shooter na yan.
Ayan, babantayan ka na. Axel Durumal out of control that time.
In fairness, ngayon lang nakita ko siya tumira ng gano'n. Bad shot. Pero
Si Axel, what a feed underneath, and Sumoda is fouled by Abastillas. Pero magandang pasa yon. Wala, if I'm not mistaken, kay Ichi Altamirano to set up his big guy underneath. In the meantime, they got a timeout. Itinawag dito ni Coach Egay Macaraya. They are ahead by 5.
Kobe Bryant. Family. Jump shot. Pantay, everyone, lahat po. Rin sa bando. Heights. Top seats, NCAA last season. Calvin Abueva.
Balik aksyon sa NCAA Season 98. A 5-point lead for the San Sebastian Stags. A much better showing in the second half so far. They've outscored Arellano 12-7. And Jesse Somoda will take 2 freebies at the free throw line, leading scorer. It has been the Axel Doromal show for the Arellano Chiefs in this one. 15 points across his name and shooting a waxing 7 out of 10 from the field. Waxing hot.
Well, kailangan. He has to show. Kailangan niya rin talaga tulungan yung mga kasama niya eh. Kailangan din ng added firepower sa bench. Especially, lalo na nakascore siya. Kailangan tumulong yung iba.
And they have guys who can do that. Yun nga lang talaga. Hindi makadiskarte. Mga Tolentino, Kate Flores has, struggles at times in this one, even though he has 7 points. But you're right, the other guys need to help out. Flores will take it himself.
Meron palang drive na ganun yun. Ako. Oo. Siguro, he has to do more. Walang maka nahihiya pa eh. Nahihiya pa. I noticed parang nahihiya yung mga ibang players sa kasama ni Axel eh. Dito sa game.
An offensive foul against Amar Cosari. Umagsak si Oliva doon. Let's take a look at this move from the 6'4" Phil Ozzie. Cade Flores putting that one on the floor and going all the way to the cup.
Hindi niya na Pinoy step. Tinikop agad.
Malayo nga ang take-off, no?
Tinikop niya na agad. Kaya naman eh. Diretso na.
Ang laki niya rin, Coach Jerry. So, hindi na kailangan ng Pinoy step doon. 6'4". Listed as 6'4". And Amar Cosari will head to the bench, replaced by Christian Noda. Doromal brings it downhill for the Chiefs, rather. And a little too aggressive for Paeng Are. Tingnan natin ito. Kinuha na niya, nasa backcourt pa eh. At syempre, he's had a number of years in the NCAA. Alam na ni Axel yung gagawin. Pag masyadong aggressive yung bantay niya, nasa likod pa lang.
Ginlip niya na kagad.
Doromal! Yeah. Everything but the basket. Escobedo got inside. Yambing. Are for 3. Short. Flores gets it. Yambing gets it back. Here's Escobedo, the sidestep. Too strong on the shot.
Sayang yun.
Numerous opportunities for San Sebastian. They just couldn't convert. Ito, yung kaya Escobedo, masyadong malakas. Last touch on Danny Malyari. And for the first time, another player from Sydney, Australia comes in. For Coach Cholo Martin and Travis Mantua. Oliva, the crossover, lost it. That's off his foot.
Kailangan ng control dyan. Siyempre, like what they're doing ng first 2 quarters. Very deliberate. They're down by 4 points.
Yeah.
Maximize mo. Pwedeng tignan mo ng konti si Flores dyan. Diba?
Third quarter turnovers natin. Mas marami pa rin para dito sa Arellano Chiefs. Yambing. Pull-up jumper. Got it! Renwil Yambing.
Smooth na smooth yung tira.
Yeah. Oo. That's his first points in the NCAA. Malyari. Mantua goes baseline. Pass picked off by Are. Or it was Escobedo taking the ball away. Yep. Are, the crossover. The jumper, he is fouled by Oliva. So, Paeng Are will step into the free throw line. And this was the pull-up jumper coming from Renwil Yambing. Maganda rin ang pinakita nung preseason tournaments natin, Coach Jerry.
Oo.
And may size din to.
Oo.
6'3" from Iligan City, si Renwil Yambing.
Shot fake, 1 bounce, pull up mo na kagad. Minsan, alam mo, over-dribble ng mga bata natin eh. Sabi, minsan libre na. You have the height, length, hindi ka naman mabablock yan. Tira, paso.
Pwede na, oo. And Are goes 1 out of 2 on that trip. 43-36.
Yan ang ibibigay ni Are dyan eh. Talagang face-to-face. Parang lips-to-lips dumipensa eh. Ang kulit. Oo.
Napagandang matchup to. Paeng Are and Travis Mantua, both first-timers in the NCAA. And Flores' pass is taken away. Escobedo is on the move. Una sends it out to Escobedo. Escobedo, couple of crossovers. Escobedo kicks it out. Are puts this one on the floor. Are will lose it. And 7 on the shot clock for San Sebastian. Arellano calling for time. So pagbalik natin, huling 7 segundo sa shot clock ng San Sebastian.
Yung father ko. Sigad. Your step. Greatest player sa team namin. Lahat kami. Meron ba? Meron ba? Peace lang. Greatest player. Sigad. Maging proud sa akin yung parents ko.
To the ball game, 7-point lead for the San Sebastian Stags. Oliva on your screens, the team captain of the Chiefs, and of course the drummers. Yun yung mga na-miss natin. Dun sa nung last year kasi we started with an intimate setup in Lasal Green Hills, so wala pa tayong mga tambol. Okay. Ngayon, simula hanggang huli, nandiyan sila kasama ng mga fans natin sa NCAA.
Yan ang nakakapagbigay ng pressure din eh. Sa mga collegiate players, yung tambol.
Pero dyan din dapat sila masanay. Shanoda stops on the dime, falls down. Great defensive sequence from Arellano.
Tsaka makita mo yung Flores, ha? He doesn't put his arms down. Kataas lang siya. Hindi siya, yan ang talagang pinaka-basic eh.
Honest defense played by Kate Flores. Football pressure again being applied by the San Sebastian Stags. Arellano only 1 field goal made in almost 5 minutes in the third quarter. The takeaway for Are. Wala yung tira niya. Tolentino. Arellano has the numbers and Tolentino goes all the way. 43-38 for Paeng Are. Yun yung mga matututunan niya. How to take control in transition. Yung hindi ka pa rin magmamadali.
The name of the game now is kailangan kung sino yung makaka-execute dito has better chance of winning.
Shanoda releases. Way off that time. And here comes Kate Flores, the big guy running downhill. Oh, he tripped. And Flores is called for steps. Paengare will be replaced by Tristan Felibrico. Ito. Finish on the break para kay Neil Tolentino. And Tolentino, speaking of journeyman, na pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Menina, Tolentino has also had a few stops in his collegiate career.
Mark, parang ano dito, another modo kay parang Villapando. Mahaba, mabilis, makmo, open court player, pwedeng maging defensive player. Ayun na!
Great comparison, Coach Jerry. Tolentino! Rejected by Una. Pero may tawag tayo dito.
Binalibol. It's a good gesture, yung ginawa ni Una.
Sportsmanship.
Go hard for the block, then ganda.
Ito, yung sequence natin. Oo. May kaunti lang contact sa baba. Actually, there's a lot of contact with Neil Tolentino. So Tolentino steps into the free throw line before heading to Arellano. Was part of the lineup of the University of the East. So this is also an experienced player in the collegiate scene, is Neil Tolentino. And he had a solid debut against CAC. Tolentino had 10 points and 4 rebounds alongside 5 out of 8 shooting from the field. And one of those baskets, 55 all heading into the 2 minutes, gave Arellano the 2-point lead, and then after that it was the coast-to-coast finish by Daryl Shane Menina to further extend their lead. Shanoda. Una has it. Yambing from straight away. He knocks it down.
Parang nakikita ko na yung Bulanadi dito. Mga ganun shakes of Ali Bulanadi, no?
And Rinwil Yambing scores his 5th point of the game with that triple. Malyari loses it. Pelebrico is on the move. Tristan to Rinwil Yambing, the touchdown. Beautiful execution in transition for San Sebastian. Yambing off the bench. 7 points, all in the 3rd quarter.
Instant offense. Yambing, pag ginamit mo, hindi naghahanap ng bola, hinahanap siya ng gwardiya.
This is the first double-digit advantage of the game para dito sa San Sebastian Stags. 48-38. Arellano has been turning it over a lot. And here's another layup for Raymar Escobedo. A 12-point cushion built by the Stags.
Grabing meltdown ng Arellano dito sa quarter na to. You have to settle down, slow it down. Diba?
Mantua for 3, in and out.
Kailangan mo i-huddle yung mga kasama mo. You know? Kailangan ng ganun eh.
Points off turnovers natin. Ito yung pinakamalaking difference maker so far. 26 points off turnovers for the San Sebastian Stags, as opposed to 8 from the Chiefs. And time will expire in the 3rd quarter. A huge run for the San Sebastian Stags, and a big 3rd quarter as well, led by this guy, the rookie, Rinwil Yambing, the 3-pointer, the basket in transition. He's got 7 points across his name, and another first-timer adds to the cause of the San Sebastian Stags. Raymar Escobedo gives the 12-point advantage, biggest of the game for the Stags. Balik natin. 4th and final quarter of this game. This is the NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day.
Kobe Bryant. To continue improving every day. Pass. Coach. Ourselves. Of not living well. Playing for San Sebastian. Si Robert Pollock.
Sa NBA, si Kobe Bryant, and sa PBA.
We're back to the coverage. 4th quarter. Almost underway, laban ng San Sebastian Stags at Arellano Chiefs. Welcome back to the action in your NCAA Season 98 on a Tuesday afternoon. The Stags looking good. Begin the 4th frame, up by 12. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Martin Abiar, alongside Coach Jerry Cordillera, Chloe Carillo, and Bailey Sakot, joining us at courtside. All right, a couple of interesting stats here from our Sultan of Stats, Pong Ducanes. 11 of the 12 players fielded by Coach Egay Macaraya have scored at least 2 points. Another stat, Coach Jerry, 60% of the total output right now of the Stags, which is 50 points, came from points off turnovers. 60% of their scoring nanggaling dyan. And that is because of the 22 turnovers committed so far by the Arellano Chiefs. So, malinaw ang kailangan baguhin dito ng Arellano para makabalik sa ating laban.
Masakit talaga yan, especially entering the 3rd quarter. You have to be ready. Yung mga players na yan, both teams, talagang, I don't know kung sinare mo na or what, Pero teka muna, si Yambing muna. Ano yun? Grabing in-stretch.
Yep. Rin William Bing
Grabe.
further extends San Sebastian lead. It's now at 14 points. Points in the paint natin. That is dominated by the Stags. But Yambing looking like a promising player. And that's an offensive foul on Neil Tolentino. How about Yambing's debut in the NCAA? 9
nagpapalabas
points.
na.
Oo.
Papalabas na, pagod na. Nagsuwedas na kay coach. Grabe yun, no?
Ayan na. Papalitan na siya dito. But Rin William Bing, look at this. The drive and the smooth lay-in. 9 points in the game in just 10 minutes of action. Off the bench, Coach Jerry.
Grabe. Alam mo, yung mga ganitong klase player, classic ito eh. Hindi mo alam, biglang rookie sa pagaling ito kay Coach Egay. Biglang lalaro ng kanyang mga, hindi parang hindi rookie.
Oo.
Diba?
May kumpiyansa, no?
Oo.
Alex De Soyo. Villapando. Back to De Soyo outside. Lalapit ng konti. 17-footer is off. Filiprico snatches the board and fouled on his way up.
Yeah, that's the beauty if you're employing a three big guys sa loob ng team. Makita mo, nakaka-dominate ng rebound yan. Tsaka makita mo, malalaking katawan. You have to jockey for position. Kung gusto mo kumuha ng rebound, jockey for position.
Ito rin, against EAC, Coach Jerry, reason why Arellano was able to keep in step of the Generals in that game was because of their activity in the offensive glass. They had 18 offensive rebounds that were converted to 17 second chance points. Ngayon, yan ang ginagawa sa kanila. Ina-outwork sila ng San Sebastian.
And other than that, yung big man na San Sebastian, tumatakbo.
Yeah.
You have to keep in step with them. Kailangan sabayan mo, takbuhan, rebounding, lahat. Yan lang naman ang big man. Wala naman ang iba nang hihingin sa iyo, coach eh.
That's right.
Yeah.
54-38, 16-point lead. Shane Menina brings the ball down for the Chiefs. Menina is scoreless so far in the game after scoring a team-high 15 in their first game. That is back with Shane, fourth quarter time. Let's see what he can do. Menina. Doroman moves closer. Baseline jumper, heavily bothered by Altamirano. And it is collected by Shanoda.
Merong medyo chemistry issues pa rin eh, dito sa Arellano. With mga bago nilang player, si Kate Flores.
De Soyo. Ilalabas kay Altamirano. Altamirano for 3. It's off. Filiprico got it back. Wala rin yung putback doon. Scramble for the ball, ending up with Shane Menina. Now it's her chance to go to San Sebastian side with Chloe Carillo.
Thank you, Martin Raymart Escobedo and Rin William Bing are two rookies racking in their minutes in their NCAA debut. Na ibahagi nga sa akin ni Raymart na from the Team B of the Stags, ang preseason leagues ang nabigay ng kumpiyansa para sa kanya at sa gelling ng team para sa adjustment niya sa system ni Coach Egay Macaraya. Para naman sa returning Stag na si Jacob Shanoda, depensa ang magiging make or break sa kanilang unang panalo. Kaya abangan natin kung magpapatuloy ang hustle ng Stags to close out today's game for the first win of the season. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. Well, so far, so good for Coach Egay Macaraya in their first game in the NCAA. Talk about the guys, the new guys, that are expected to contribute right away. Kasi mahirap yun, Coach Jerry. May expectations, pero bago ka sa liga, at so far, nakaka-deliver yung mga ipinapasok niya dito.
Pero I can sense na medyo mas gutom itong San Sebastian eh. Hindi pa sila kasi nanalo eh. So nakita, talagang well-motivated sila. I don't know lang itong Arellano, no?
Of course, they want to avenge their struggles and their non-Final Four appearance in season 97. They're showing it on the defensive end as well. We got a quick stoppage here. 54-38. Babalik po kami.
Sisimula na ng letra ng kanilang campaign para sa three-peat. Ang unang haharang sa kanila, ang JRU Heavy Bombers. At sa second game naman, maghaharap ang LPU Pirates. At Season 97 finalists Mapua Cardinals. Handa na ba kayo sa walang humpay na aksyon? This is your NCAA Season 98 on GTV. Sisimula na ng letra ng kanilang campaign para sa three-peat. Ang unang haharang sa kanila, ang JRU Heavy Bombers. At sa second game naman, maghaharap ang LPU Pirates. At
welcome back mga kapuso, this is NCAA Season 9-8. Pag-usapan natin ng Arellano University Chiefs. Nakausap ko, the man leading this team in points, si Axel Doromal. Natanong ko si Axel kung anong kulang ng team, why they are trailing this game. Sabi ni Axel that the Stags are a much taller team. They have to want those rebounds, they have to want those 50-50 balls, those loose balls, because they need that energy, that aggressiveness on the other end. They need to execute, because when they execute, good things happen. They need to stay composed. The Stags have been hounding them the whole game, have been putting pressure on them. They have to stay relaxed, run the system, and trust it. Martin and Coach Jerry?
Thank you so much, Baileys. Offense has been their problem, especially in the second half. You're right, they need to execute, and they need to stay calm, especially against the physicality and the pesky defense of San Sebastian. For Arellano, they've only had one field goal in the last 8.5 minutes of this game, Coach Jerry. Pag ganun ka talaga kahaba na hindi nakaka-score at nagsa-struggle, expect mo magko-compound talaga yung lamang ng kalaban mo.
Correct, Mark. Siyempre, alam mo, guards, Doromal was playing exceptionally well. Siyempre, pag nakikita niya, like San Sebastian, pag nakikita mo tumatama ang wing mo, hahanapin ka naman ng guard eh. And also, you have to show some authority as a wing guy. Nakita mo, you feel like you need the ball, hahanapin ka naman ng guard eh.
And for Arellano, they've only scored 11 points in the second half. Abastillas, Doromal, he has 15 across his name. Dadagdagan pa yan. Wala yung tira niya. And this is Paengare bringing the ball down for the Stags. Altamirano now at the 2. Una hit one earlier, and Una hits again.
Nakakatakot ito. Puro ang lalaki. Kung may 3 points sa baste. Parang ito yung 5 feet ng baste nung araw.
Yeah. And these are good looks. Coach Jerry talaga nag-execute sila. They're finding the open men. Talampas, step back 3. Talampas, drops it in. So, Jade Talampas.
Ayun lang tayo nakakita ng ganun. After how many minutes?
Only the second triple of the game for the Arellano Chiefs. Altamirano. No go. Are all alone for the board. Are, smallest guy on the floor. Couldn't stick it back in.
Naunahan sila ni Una. Oo, makita mo yun ha.
Yeah.
Very aggressive.
And yung binanggit ni Baileys kanina, hustle. Hindi ulit natin nakita yan mula sa Arellano Chiefs, and that's been lacking for the Chiefs here in the second half. Kate Flores, touchdown plus the foul. Kate Flores enters double figures with 11 points alongside 8 rebounds. The latest basket is off a fast break opportunity. A very promising big. This is a good test for him. Imagine, Coach Jerry, EAC ang kalaban niya, lalaki. Liwag, Umpad, Boliano, Luciano, mga physical din yun. Ang susunod naman nila na game, highly physical big men ni Coach Egay, Kosari, Una. Diba? 12 points now for Kate Flores in the game. That's his highest point total in his 2 games. And he takes the ball away from the rookie. Menina behind the back pass. Oh! Una with a rejection.
Grabe naman yung back pass na yun. Ha? Kumpiyansa.
Oo, yung Menina. Yun nga lang, tignan natin to. Good pass. Behind the back pass coming from Shane Menina to Jade Talampas, who was rejected by Una.
Hindi mo siya mauunahan.
Lagi siyang nandun na.
Oo. Timing.
Talampas hit one earlier, and he hits again.
Tira ka pala eh. Hanapin nyo naman. Nakita mo, dalawang ano na yun, 2 straight.
And Arellano inches closer. Menina setting up Talampas for this crucial triple. Lead is down to 10 for the Stags.
the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng
57-47, 4:08 remaining in the ball game. James Una, Amarco Sari, solid in today's game, 6 points apiece. But Una, sinamahan pa niya yan ng 7 rebounds. Again, we mentioned earlier, 11 out of the 12 players na ipinasok ni Coach Egay, pumuntos ng at least 2 points. Di ba, Coach Jerry?
Lahat talaga, nag-validate. Nag-validate lahat. Talagang...
But in this stretch, after the long struggle for the Chiefs, they have now mounted a 9-0 run in the last minute and a half of this game. The lead is down to just 10 with a lot of time to work with. This is still 4 minutes, under 4 minutes sa ating laban. So may oras pa humabol ang Chiefs.
Yan, the San Sebastian can have that time management. Pwede silang maubos ang oras dito and look for a good shot.
Are off the inbound, too strong for the rookie. And Doromal collects, foul from behind will be called against Escobedo. Yeah, Raymart Escobedo.
Baka mahirap ata yung RK Ilagan comparison kay Are. Baka big pressure masyado kay Are.
Correct.
Someday, diba? Someday. Baka dadating siya gano'n.
A tough debut for the rookie. Paeng Are, 1 out of 7 from the field. Only 3 points. Here's Daryl Shane Menina driving, setting up Abastillas. That's his shot. That's his favorite spot.
Short corner.
Yeah.
Patak-patak lang. Ulam. No hesitation. Range niya yan. Kira.
Make that an 11-0 run now for the Arellano Chiefs. Escobedo, no good. And Arellano will have an opportunity to chip away again. Talampas, getting fouled by Yambing. Eto na, ang Arellano Chiefs. 3:08 remaining. Tristan Filibrico.
Lots of time. Maraming pwede mangyari dyan. 2-3, dikit dyan. 3 points.
That's right, Coach. Filibrico pumasok para dito kay Yambing. And the Stags for more stability on the defensive end. Ball in the hands of Daryl Shane Menina, who's been held scoreless in this one. Banker is off. Scramble for the loose ball. It ends up with Altamirano. It is a foot race. At San Sebastian resets for a little bit. Jesse. Sumoda gets it to Altamirano. 10 seconds to work with. That was off the foot of Menina, pero tumama daw ulit kay Altamirano. So a turnover for the Stags. Ichi Altamirano in the game, 10 points alongside 3 rebounds rather, 4 assists, and a couple of steals across his name.
It's a battle of control. Kailangan, malaking bagay niya yun. Control will be the name of the game. Kailangan makontrol mo yung team mo, tsaka yung offensa.
Yeah. And for the Chiefs, at this point, they can't afford an empty possession. They need to secure this, but a takeaway by Shanoda. Escobedo has it. He doesn't have the numbers. He will retreat. Hinahabol siya ng dalawang Arellano Chiefs. Altamirano, the pump fake, and the veteran will calm his troops down. That's right, Coach Jerry. Ichi on the ISO, lost it. Talampas. Arellano needs to score in this next sequence. Menina step back. Off to the left as we head to the final 2 minutes of this one. Abastillas. Put back is still off one more time. Aray, Joshua Abastillas.
Grabe yun. Grabe yung putback na yun. At least hindi siya nag-give up.
Yeah. Down to a 6-point lead for the Stags. But an and one opportunity. A big basket from Tristan Filiprico. And off the setup job coming from the rookie, Raymart Escobedo. Eto naman, yung relentless rebounding ni Abastillas, Coach Jerry. Pinanggit mo, hindi sumuko.
Saka hindi lang lagi muscle. Timing din yan eh. You have to look for the body, backs out. If you really want to stop Abastillas doon.
But for them, masakit yung itong three-point play opportunity that is completed by Filiprico because they were on a roll up to that point. 60-51. I believe that was a 13-zip run for the Arellano Chiefs before the end one basket of Filiprico. Menina pulls the trigger. Wala pa rin para kay Shane. Cade gets it. Flores puts it up off the glass. Still off. And the lampas gets them another try at the basket. Doromal. Pump fake. Shot deflected by Sumoda. And finally the Stags secure the board.
Grabe. Higpit ng depensa.
Yeah.
Oo, makita mo every time the ball goes inside, naka-zone sila talagang.
They're really swarming Arellano, no? Talking about San Sebastian. Under a minute left. Pull-up jumper is off. Abastillas gets it. And Arellano doesn't have the luxury of time in this stretch. They need a quick one. And they need it from deep. Flores releases. Too strong Abastillas the putback. Wala pa rin, and that should be it. We're just waiting for the final score here. And the San Sebastian Stags, a solid first game in season 98, Coach Jerry.
They tried. Arellano tried to come back, pero masyadong malaki yun eh. Yeah. Yung meltdown nila noong third quarter, talagang siningil sila no, everything. Lahat ngayon, bibilangin mo lahat ngayon kung bakit kayo natalo.
And 4.3 seconds remaining. Menina, after scoring 15 again in their first game against CAC, talagang tinauhan siya dito ng San Sebastian. 0 out of 5. Held scoreless today is Shane. And here we go. That makes it official. The San Sebastian Stags have taken their first victory of the season. They start off their season 98 campaign on a winning note. Final score natin, 60-51 over the Arellano Chiefs. The Stags break into the win column right away.
Ayun na. Finally, pumasok na si San Sebastian. Siguro, ano lang talaga, parang they're coming to the game na parang ganun din last time yung nanalo sila. But San Sebastian, gutom na gutom. That's why they got that first win.
Nung una, Coach Jerry nangangapa pa because it's their first game of the season. You see them, trying to feel each other out. Pati na rin yung depensa nitong Arellano Chiefs. But ultimately, in the middle, in that third quarter, to be a little bit more specific, they were able to get their groove. They outscored Arellano 23-11 in that third quarter to create enough cushion para cruising na lang sila sa fourth quarter, Coach Jerry.
Right. At ano rin talaga makita mo yung kila Coach Egay. Ayun na, natatakot ako kung iba yung mga teams. Nakabahan ako dito sa San Sebastian ngayon.
You'd think, Coach Jerry, that with the departure of J.M. Calma, talagang mangangapa pa sila sa opensa. But that was not the case here. It was a team effort and you see guys na talagang may assertiveness sa offensive side of the floor for the San Sebastian Stags because you see them create their own shots and manufacture their own points. All right, let's listen to the school hymn. Alright, we're back to the coverage. Narinig niyo po yung school hymns natin from San Sebastian and the Arellano Chiefs. Final score natin 60-51. And what a first game for the San Sebastian Stags. Sending out a message to the other teams in NCAA Season 98 with this convincing win against the Arellano University Chiefs. Coach Jerry natin, Arellano, galing sa panalo to. Pero ginanon lang ng San Sebastian Stags. Alright, we'll be talking to Coach Egay Macaraya and of course our best player of the game. Pero mag-break muna po tayo, kaya huwag kayong alis. Abangan nyo po yung dalawang conversations namin with our winning coach and of course our best player sa pagbabalik ng NCAA Season 98.
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam. Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam. Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons
We're back, and at the conclusion of our first game this afternoon, a victory for the San Sebastian Stags today over the Arellano Chiefs. 60-51 is the final score. You guys are still joined by Martin Javier and Philippine Basketball's Defense Minister. Alongside here is Coach Jerry Codiniera. At ngayon naman, kasama na natin ang ating winning coach. Nandito na. Pakilala na natin. Coach Egay Macaraya!
Yun!
Of the San Sebastian Stags. Pero mamaya, kausapin natin siya mamaya. Ano lang yan, pa-preview lang. Pa-sneak peek lang sa inyo. Now, time for us to meet our best player of the game. Okay, bago natin kausapin si Coach Egay, let's go first to our courtside reporter, Chloe Carrillo, with our best player of the game.
Ang best player of the game na si Itchy Altamirano and also the team captain of the San Sebastian Stags. Itchy, congratulations on the first win of the season. How are you feeling? Kamusta ang unang laro ng season 98?
Siyempre, una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord na binigay sa amin yung unang panalo. And yun lang.
At nakapanayam kita before the game, sinabi mo na when it comes to defense and offense, wala namang ipipinpoint na player, lahat magko-contribute. So, kamusta naman ang contribution ng teammates mo for this game?
Yun nga sinabi ko, wala akong ipo-point kahit ako, sarili ko hindi. Kasi sa team namin, kami, talagang role player kami lahat. Kaya dumepensa, itatranslate namin sa offense. And yun, nagawa naman namin this game and lalo na sa depensa.
And Itchy, with your experience sa NCAA, sabi rin nga ni Coach Egay na even na wala ka pang label as a team captain, nakikita niya na ang leadership sa inyong dalawa ni also Amar Cosari. So with your teammate Amar Cosari, paano niyo napapakita yung leadership for the team, especially since you have a lot of rookies that entered in?
Siyempre, kaya kinausap muna kami ni Coach Egay, kami dalawa ni Amar. So sabi niya sa amin, i-lead namin yung team. Kailangan nagsasalita kami on and off the court, lalo na sa practice. And yun, ginaguide naman namin sila, lalo na yung ang dami namin rookies eh. So yun, kada nag-huddle kami, kahit nasa dorm kami, nag-uusap-usap kami. So, para sa ikakaganda ng takbo ng team.
Inside and outside the court, you always focus on brotherhood talaga in the team. And also, Itchy, you surprised us with staying one more year with the Stags. So what are we supposed to, what are expectations for season 98 for you?
Siyempre, kung ililid ko pa rin yung team, sisimulan ko sa depensa, kahit anong mangyari, siyempre, defense wins championship, sabi ni Coach Egay.
And yun lang gagawin ko. Basta trabaho lang ako para sumunod sa akin yung mga teammates ko.
And sana nga magtuloy-tuloy to throughout the game. So if you have a message for the Stags, and also the San Sebastian community who is supporting you here and also in their TVs at home, what would that message be?
Thank you sa San Sebastian community. Wag na wag kayong magsahong sumuporta sa amin, and thank you sa mga sumuporta ngayon. And yun, pagpapatuloy namin, syempre binabati ko rin yung family ko sa New Zealand, and yung manager ko si Boss Alvin, yung ate ko, Ate Tin, sa mga kuya ko, Kuya Carlo, and sila Mami Lin, Kuya Pinggoy, sila Tenten, Ate Myla. Tsaka yung mga mahal ko sa buhay, lalo na yung anak ko. Yun.
Thank you so much, Itchy, for speaking with us, and congratulations again for the first win of the season for the Stags. Ngayon, balik muna tayo sa panel with your coach.
Thank you.
Chloe, thank you so much. Best player of the game, a little bit of everything para dito kay Itchy Altamirano. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Samahan mo pa ng number sa depensa. 2 steals para sa graduating point guard ni Coach Egay Macaraya na si Itchy Altamirano. Pero nabanggit ko na, usapin na natin ang ating winning coach and making me look good with my Final Four decision, Coach Egay Macaraya of the San Sebastian Stags. Coach, congratulations!
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for the prediction. And Coach Jerry, salamat din. So, about the game, the boys played well. We played good defense in the third quarter. And I think everybody stepped up. Lahat ng ginagawa naman nila. So, the good thing about this team is everybody is playing 100% kung sino mang pinapapasok ko, and scattered yung points.
Yun. I'll pick it up from that. Scattered yung points because the expectation, malaki ang iiwan na puwang ni JM Calma, literally and figuratively. That's a 6'6" guy, leading scorer natin in season 97. At sa kanya umiikot ang opensa nyo last season. Coach Egay, ano yung mga nakita mo in your very first game, and did you, offensively, muna tayo, offensively, and did you expect this kind of contribution from your team?
Well, si JM naman, di natin mapapalitan yon. But Marco Sari and James Una with Jesse Sumuda, yun yung mga nagpapalit sa mga ginagawa ni JM. They're scoring points, they're playing defense, and they're very hardworking on the rebounds. So yun yung, at least, even if JM is not here anymore, medyo nandoon pa rin yung middle namin.
That's right. Coach Jerry?
Well, congratulations, teammate. Tagal ko teammate si Coach Egay. Well, anyway, Coach, it was very evident yung depensa. And ang nagtataka ko, Coach, hanggang fourth quarter, hindi sila gumigive up. Ang ganda ng basics nila, yung hard show, tapos yung intensity hindi bumaba. Plus, ang dami mong wing na matitindi. Sabi ko, Coach, saan mo ba ito tinago? Coach, sabi ko, well, grabe, nagulat ako sa team mo ngayon. So, what can you say about that?
Coach Jerry, alam mo, ikaw ang idol ko eh. Number one defensive player ng PBA ito eh. Kasama ko, ang tagal namin kasama sa Magnolia. And as I've said, defense wins championship. So, I think the guys just proved themselves na, hey, if we play defense, then nandoon na lang yung offense namin. So that's the battle cry, and that is the motivation and focus ng team namin ngayon. So hopefully we could bring it in every other games.
Coach, bigyan ko lang ng stat yung depensa na sinabi ni Coach Jerry. You forced 24 turnovers against Arellano. They only had 10 against CAC. And 50%, yung mga in 24 turnovers na yun, you converted to 30 points, which is 50% of your total output. Ganyan kaganda yung depensa ninyo. Ano ba yan, Coach? Ano bang klaseng mga drills ang niraran mo at ganyan kayo kagaling dumepensa dito sa inyong first game?
Well, praise God, no? Nagawa namin yung game plan namin. And one thing is, ang maganda kasi, no, that I think when we play stops and naganda yung depensa namin, naging sharing din sila sa bola, kaya that is why we were making the shots. So that's what Itzy said, our defense is our offense. So I guess they played well. Credit ng mga bata because they kahit nga sa fourth quarter andoon pa rin sila. And the good thing about it is we don't hindi naman natin maalis yung Arellano. Lumamang na kami ng malaki but nahahabol pa rin nila with their intensity also. So we played a good team but lucky for us we win this game right now.
Coach, nung umalis si RK Ilaga, Natalin Bulanadi, ang nagpakitang gilas right after si JM Calma with a much improved game. Going into season 98, base sa ating first game, is it going to be Altamirano, Kenneth Villapando? Kasi yung nakita natin doon, although, evenly distributed yung puntos natin, nakita ko na talagang, meron na talagang one-on-one, talagang gigil umatake, lalo yung Villapando nung una. Sila na ba yung susunod na gagawa ng ginagawa dati ni JM in terms of scoring and creating?
Well, ang malaking motivation kasi when you see RK Ilagan and Alin Bulanadi na nagda-drive na ng mga sasakyan dahil sa PBA. So, lahat yan gustong pumunta talaga doon dahil sarap ng buhay eh. Alam mo naman yung mga bata na yan, nagpapakain pa sa amin yan. So, I think it's a good motivation also. But these guys, especially I focus them on playing defense muna. Because the good thing about this is we always win if we have good defense. Kasi yung offense naman namin, medyo automatic na sa kanila eh. Hindi naman nagmamayabang, pero nandoon na talaga yan, especially kay Yambing and all the other guys. Nandoon yung opensa nila palagi. So I have to focus them on what's best for the team, yung depensa namin.
Okay, Coach, bago ka namin i-let go, dahil first game ninyo, imbitahan nyo, magpasalamat kayo sa San Sebastian community at syempre imbitahan nyo silang manood sa mga laban ninyo sa season 98.
Well, first of all, thank you so much sa San Sebastian family. Sebastian, thank you so much for supporting us always. And dun sa mga sponsor namin, Boss Joseph Dehenko, with Kairos and ang major sponsor namin ngayon is Jet Power. So, thank you so much, boss, and especially also to Kairos and Tough 88 plus yung family ko na laging sumusuporta sa amin. Thank you so much. And also sa lahat ng mga nanonood ng NCAA, hopefully you always come here. Maganda naman, malaki ka masyado yung venue and pumunta naman kayo dito para maging masaya kayo.
Coach, sakto lang yan. Coach Egay Macaraya, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Winning coach today at San Sebastian Stags, head coach, Coach Egay Macaraya, getting their first dub of the season. Ngayon naman, kausapin pa natin isang player ni Coach Egay. This time, big man naman ang kakausapin natin. Jesse Sumoda, kasama ni Bailey Sakot. Baileys.
Magandang hapon mga kapuso. Thank you, Martin. Kasama ulit si Jesse, produkto ng North Cotabato, one of the veterans of San Sebastian. His third year. Jesse, kamusta ang pakiramdam? Kamusta?
Okay lang naman. Ito, sa games namin, nag-adjust.
Okay, so gusto ko lang malaman, Jesse, coming into this game, dun muna tayo magsimula. Ano yung mindset mo papasok ng laro na to?
One game at the time lang naman yung sinasabi ni Coach amin. So mag-focus lang kami sa defense namin kasi yung offense naman namin dadating lang yan. So ayun nga, nagbunga naman yung ginawa namin kanina kaya
so
panalo.
You mentioned na defense first kayo kasi syempre magka-translate siya into offense. On the defensive end, ano yung game plan nyo kanina? Especially dito sa laro na to against the Arellano Chiefs.
Yung game plan naman namin talaga yun nga, yung mga lang din nila, kigay namin, kailangan namin ma-stop at ma-limit yung mga ginagawa nila, mga scores nila. So, kaya ito, nakuha namin yung panalo namin.
For the most part of yung simula ng laro, naghahabol kayo. So, yung naghahabol kayo, anong sinasabi ni Coach sa inyo nun?
Yun lang, focus lang, nandun naman kami, ginagawa namin, hindi lang pumapasok yung mga tira namin. So, ayun, nag-focus lang kami sa defense namin, din na overcome namin yung mga shoots namin, din pumapasok. So, ayun nga, nakuha na namin yung kalamangan.
Okay, so next game, syempre, mag-prepare na ulit kayo. Ano yung plano nyo coming into next game?
Ayun nga, wala pa naman kaming pinag-uusapan kasi one game at that time. Then, focus lang kami sa defense namin ulit for the next game kasi malakas din yung next game namin.
Congrats on the win, Jesse, and Mr. Defense first pala to si Jesse. Jesse, panahon mo na, oras na para bumate. Pwede rin in your native language, sa dialect mo, kung sa North Cotabato mo.
Nagpapasalamat ako una sa kay God sa panalo na binigay, and then sa mga sponsor namin, Jet Power, ito, 38, kana Boss Rai, Boss Ian, at sa mga teammates ko dati na nasa probinsya, at sa mga tumutulong sa akin ng mga tao, at sa San Sebastian community, nagpapasalamat ako.
Yun. Thank you, Jesse. Congrats again on the win. Martin and Coach Jerry.
Thank you so much, Bailey. Sweet shooting, big man ng San Sebastian. Jesse Sumoda had 4 points and 5 rebounds today. But ang i-commend natin today, yung effort niya sa depensa. Kasi mga katapatan niya sa kabila, sila Abastillas, Cade Flores, yun yung mga nakakabanggaan niya. So Sumoda, again, kung maalala natin, season 97, didn't finish off the season great kasi nagkaroon siya ng injury. So dito siya babawi.
Ganda naman kasi he's showing us yung other dimension ng what a center can do. Nakakatira sa labas, nandun yung intimidating presence niya. Alam mo naman, bulky rin ito.
Yeah.
Tapos hindi siya ma-foul, hindi malikot. Tapos he gets the job done.
Yeah. Jesse Sumoda for you guys. Pero may isa pa tayong kakausapin. Ang nagpakitang gilas ngayon in his very first game in the NCAA, Rinwil Yambing kasama ni Chloe Carillo.
Then kasama ko nga ngayon si Rinwil Yambing, a rookie that really had a considerable performance ngayon. Hi Rinwil, kamusta ka naman? Kamusta ang first game?
Okay naman po. Nandun po yung kaba. Kasi first time ko po maglaro sa NCAA.
Rinwil, nakausap nga kita kanina at maganda talaga ang naging journey mo entering to the Stags. So, pasabi naman sa mga tao at home kung ano ba yung journey mo para makapasok ng San Sebastian?
Ang journey ko po yung para makapasok ng San Sebastian is nirecommend po ako ni Don Ivan Vergara sa San Sebastian community po.
And sinabi mo nga sa akin na yung childhood mo nakatulong rin sa, syempre yung kumpiyansa mo in basketball. So,
Yes,
pakwento naman sa ating mga ka-NCAA yung childhood mo na nakatulong sa basketball mo.
Yung bata po ako, na nandun po yung mga laro talaga. Basta sipag lang po.
At nakwento mo nga sa akin na taga Southern Leyte ka. So, meron ka bang message sa ating mga ka-NCAA sa Southern Leyte kahit magbisaya ka?
Tananan ako sa Southern Leyte at sa Iligan City. Salamat sa pagsuporta sa San Sebastian Golden Stag. Suportahan niyo po kami hanggang dulo.
And Rinwil, bilang rookie, ano ba ang aabangan namin sa'yo this season?
Gagawin ko lang po yung maging role player po ako. Kung ano pong ipag-utos sa mga coaches. Gagawin ko po lahat.
And of course, Rinwil, meron ka bang mga babatiin?
Binabati ko yung family ko na October family tsaka Yambing family.
Ayan, abangan natin. Meron pa, go.
Shoutout po sa amin boss na si Boss Joseph Dehenko.
Okay, maraming salamat Rinwil at excited kaming makita ka dito sa season 98 ng NCAA. Kaya balik muna tayo sa panel.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Rinwil Yambing contributing 10 points off the bench for the San Sebastian Stags. How impressed were you of that rookie's performance, Coach Jerry?
Parang hindi na rookie.
No.
Iba na lumaro. Parang veteran. Tsaka he knows his move. Very composed. Kompleto. Complete package. May tira. Perimeter. 3 points. Pwede transition. May can dribble. Depensa. Above average defender.
That's right. That's right. A promising start to his collegiate career para dito kay Rinwil Yambing here in the NCAA. So marami pa yan. Aabangan natin mula sa San Sebastian Stags because I feel like he fits right in sa sistema ni Coach Egay. Susunod po, nakulit po mga kasama nyo. Game on alongside Anton Rojas. We'll have key features there. More specific, opening ceremony, mga happenings doon. Sisilipin po natin. Meron din tayo mga kakausapin dyan. Siyempre, next game natin, the one that will complete our Tuesday doubleheader. San Beda Red Lions, EAC Generals, both looking for their first win of the season. There you go. That's going to be our second game. Joining them is Sir Andre Felix and I believe the Stingray Ray ng Batak. So, yun po yung magiging tandem natin for our second game later at around 3 p.m. Coach Jerry, maraming salamat sa pagsali sa atin dito.
Thank you, Mark.
Great as always. On behalf of the entire team, starting with my partner, the Defense Minister, Coach Jerry Codeniera, Chloe Carillo, Bailey Acot, our Director, Raul De Ocampo. Hi, Direk! This has been Martin Javier saying thank you for catching our first taste of action this afternoon to open a brand new week of basketball. San Sebastian winning it over Arellano 60-51. Pero huwag kayong aalis. Susunod po, game on in our second game between San Beda and EAC. Magbabalik ang NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day only on GTV.